The name is Bootsy, baby. Swimming with game sharks. Hey, Jimmy and Jose. Hitman.
Hey, welcome to Swimming with Game Sharks. It's your boy, Jose, with my co-host,
Jimmy. I'm over here.
Big shout out to Eclectic Productionz for that banger. Hey, check that fool out. He got some shit.
We got some shit over here. We got some shit.
He got some heat.
What you do in the Fortnite, the little Fortnite we had between episodes? Yeah.
My word.
Nah, well, your boy had to get down with the Sopranos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Season 1. Let's get at it.
Now you're gonna have to cut me off because I've seen the whole series. I don't know where season 1 ends. So like, just tell me right off top. Spoil it for the good people, so I know where you left off.
Where I left off as of right now, I think Tony's having dreams of fucking his therapist. You know, he made a move on her. His wife's kind of like, I want to be the one that saves you. I was jealous of this other girl potentially saving you, kind of shit. Where I feel like, you know, that's her role, right? So it ends on that note. I mean, still Uncle Junior is still like, you know, calling shots, but you can tell like, all right, Uncle Junior gonna get his shit smacked around a couple times. You know what I mean?
So Uncle Junior did what? Like, I'm really trying to tiptoe here because I'm trying to understand where season 2 or season 1 ends. Leaves off. Does Junior have a henchman with him?
Junior has he has about, I think, 3. There's like this slick back character. I feel
Slick back. He kind of has like a scowl about him.
Yeah,
like
more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like he carries himself a certain way.
Wears a lot of tracksuits.
Yeah. I think there's a bigger fucker, like a fatter dude. You know, I think he's there. But for the most part, I think I haven't finished season 1, dude. This is like.
Oh, you haven't finished?
No,
yet?
this is probably
okay,
mid-season.
Yeah.
So Uncle Junior, he's just kind of finally being put at boss and like seeing the challenges that come with that and having to put up with everybody. Is like, all right, like, hey, I'm talking about some money over here. You fucking with my goddamn money.
Money, don't you know?
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of dope shit with the first episode. I think where you just get introduced to the character admiring his fucking ducks, and the ducks leave, and then that thing spirals into like, you know, it's his family that he's afraid of losing and all this. I think it goes on this other fucking episode where I think he's trying to settle the negotiation with Hasidic Jews, I think. So like there's a line right here, it's like, I see them but I don't believe them, you know what I mean? It's one of like Tony's lines and shit. But I thought that episode was probably one of the best ones of the season so far. You know, there's for sure there's a conversation with I think the rabbi and Tony at the end where he's getting shook down, and the rabbi's like, I made mud, I made godless clay, a golem, a monster, Frankenstein. Like, I was like, holy shit, dude, like this, I don't know, this, I guess, short bang fucking imagery just kind of invoked a bit of that, you ever see that movie, the Coen Brothers movie, A Serious Man?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Right, so like the beginning, like it makes me think of like, oh, I wonder what Jewish mythology actually entails. Maybe like Frankenstein is like one of those metaphors as well. But fuck, like it was dope. Like I said, I really like those kinds of interactions. And then, you know, he has an old like, you know, Jewish friend. I think he also takes care of because in respect for his pa and like what he did with him and all this shit. But I think this whole episode with little Tony getting in a fight at school and shit too.
Hey, little Tonton.
Hey, little Tonton. Yeah, and they're like, hey, they're not afraid of you, they're afraid of Pa. And like, you know, they eventually lead to the episode where it's like the cemetery, dude, and they're doing their thing, dude. Like they're gonna pay their respects, but this song starts playing and it's Look Down from the Bridge by Mazzy Star, dude, and like it's one of those songs that's just like a sad, somber fucking shit, dude, and like the kid's looking at his dad and there's this death of innocence shit going on where he's like, fuck, dude, like what's really popping off? You know what I mean? That veil of shit where he's that fool growing up right here, right before our eyes, and there's a lot to like in this
There
season.
is no bath here.
There's so much, dude. There's so much good shit, dude. I'm glad I started this shit. The movie didn't fucking didn't entice me to check out the series. It wasn't like the Saints of Newark were like,
you want to see little Tonton?
little Tonton, baby Ton. But hey, dude, like Sopranos, that first season, I'm excited. You know, like it's 6 seasons. It's probably Breaking Bad level quality. Breaking Bad level, like, you know, in terms of seasons too. Like the length.
It's different for sure.
It's different, but I'm, you know,
the style's a little less in your face. You know what I mean? like you think like, oh, the Mafia show, it's gonna be scores, but it's not scores with it. It's got like a different pace to it, and it's something that's common to like a lot of HBO shows, like The Wire. There's not a lot of I don't know how you'd phrase it, sentimentality. They're not gonna like shit just happens. Shit pops off, and like we'll cut away to something else happening.
Yeah, shit. They got scores in a guest appearance, I think, in episode 2, just kind of running from limousine to like the door.
Oh, scores is there?
Yeah, scores is there.
I don't even remember.
And like the wife has this relationship with the priest, which holy fuck, dude,
Yeah,
like,
I forgot about that.
my word, like,
We're just watching The Godfather.
my word, dude, like this fucker is feeding the cracker the way it's fucking shot, so like, you know, extreme close, seductive, like he's standing, she's on her knees. My fucking word, he gets to this fucking point. He's talking about the last temptation of Christ, and you know, I thought it was interesting. Like it's a show that has these characters kind of talking about movies, but they're not necessarily breaking the fourth wall. They're just like, hey, like it's a big world out there. We a part of it, kind of. I don't know. It's just dope, dude. Paisano.
Hey, paisa.
Yeah.
Hey, some gabagool.
Gabagool. The fucking Goomba over there.
Fucking gabagool. Anyways.
Hey man, but what you been watching?
What did I watch? Who am I?
Who am I? What is this? How you doing? How you feel?
Hey, we watched some bullshit.
We watched some bullshit.
We watched the fucking Project Greenlight Season 2.
Season 2.
With Ephraim Patel, the car boy.
I
want a car and I want it now. It's my car and I want it now.
Fuck it. What's the other fucker's name, dude?
Well, I have it right here. Ephraim Patel and Kyle Rank.
Rank, yeah.
A boy who's making a sick revenge flick about a teenager getting the jump on school shooters.
Jesus Christ. No, that season was interesting because like they started the whole we're doing a director fucking contest and a writer contest. You know, I thought it had potential to have a collaboration effort going on where, you know, it's kind of like a school project. You didn't really get to choose your partners and shit, but like here you are in a group project, you know, you got to fucking do it in this deadline. But this shit, it didn't turn out so hot. Like there's a lot of like, I wish you got it, you know, like I'm going over your head over this shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, the actor's getting two directors in their ear.
Jesus.
Did you forget about that?
That fool went over to that limousine like, hold on, let me give you some notes. No,
Hold on. I know my boy just talked to you. Let me talk to you. He didn't quite get it all.
Jesus Christ. Damn, dude. Talk about simulating schizophrenia.
And Ephraim has beef with everyone, dude. You recall how many people he has beef with?
He had beef with a guy because he brought some negative bullshit.
I got the list over here.
Jesus Christ.
He got beef with the writer for constant mid-production rewrites. He was mad at his editor because he wanted him fired 10 seconds into pre-pro. Production designer, he wanted them fired in pre-pro. Lawrence Shear left the running for cinematographer because Ephraim told him he interrupted a lot. What's that? Fucking the poor script supervisor. Fucking running around like you're making more changes. The first assistant director with his traffic cones. The fucking Italian guy. Hey, if you want to shoot the world, you gotta give me time to clear the world. Christopher McDonald for basically fitting them for clothes when they knew they weren't gonna need them.
Damn, dude.
Wasting the man's time. William Sadler for infringing on his acting process with his over-direction. Amy Smart for his over-direction. Shia LaBeouf for cutting the scene he signed on to do the movie for. Rick Schwartz for not taking notes on his film medic. And producers Jeff Bayless and Chris Moore for being a shit in communication.
Jesus Christ. How come his boy Kyle didn't pull him back like, hey, shut the fuck up?
Maybe he knows he can't put the reins on. He's just like, he's throwing his hands in the air like, that's my boy. Yeah. I can't put the leash on.
That's some bullshit, dude. Some bullshit. Fucking no-name director calling all these shots and having all these petty fights. Like, fuck me, dude.
Dude
didn't even win the writing contest and took it upon himself to be like, you know what, we're gonna do this now. You know what I'm saying?
I got a quote from Chris Moore here. There's two options. Either they're naive or they're passive-aggressive, manipulative fucks. Shit.
He's just like lingering while Chris is going off. I'm like, yeah, these guys aren't fucking.
Oh yeah, he was. This dude's got on a fucking film shoot, and he's just like he's using his time to eavesdrop on producer conversations. Yeah, it's no wonder the film sucked.
Yeah. I think Chris Moore knew he was right there. I don't think he gave a shit though. He's just
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
fuck
cool
this,
because
man.
you know it was too clearly like fuck him, but like I don't know. Chris Moore, I feel like should have tore him a new one for it's like, man, don't you have a job right now? Like precisely right now. Ay, ay, ay. Do we want to talk about the film at all, or we just want to roll over the battle
I'm down to talk
of
about
Shaker Heights? It's a quirky little indie film. It was a little quirky. There's none of those. There's none of those out there. Coming of age, quirky indie film? Nah.
Well, they had Emily, what's her name? Emile Hirsch,
Oh yeah, they were getting Emile Hirsch. Probably would have been a better fit.
right? From he's done other shit, but I think he's done Speed Racer, and then you get Shia LaBeouf playing
Into
Kelly.
the Wild.
You say that's right. Into the Wild. Is that Sean Penn directed that?
Little Shawnee Penn. He went full something on that movie.
No, with Bart. Bart played by Eldon Henson. You know, you already mentioned Amy Smart and William Sadler, and it's just it's war enactments to start the fucking movie, dude. And like, you know what's forgettable? The fucking bully, dude. Like the whole like little conflict Shia has at school. You know where
I don't even fucking remember the bully, but I suppose I'm surprised you do.
you know what I'm saying? Like there's some like bullshit going on at school. Like, hey, bro, like and he's just. I stand my ground, don't you know? You know what I mean? I know my things too. I'm a war boy, and I guess that's where like his source and confidence comes from. And then he fumbles around, meets Amy fucking Smart, but also befriends.
Ba ba bum, ba ba ba. Take my brother. No, it's not that entertaining.
No. But he met Amy Smart through befriending a dude at the reenactment. Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that Eldon Henson guy.
Yeah, the dad was really underutilized in the cut in the final cut because they took all his dramatic scenes out basically. Yeah. And it's like he's just kind of like chilling with him at the hospital at then, and it's like, man, I don't know shit about this dad from the film itself.
Yeah, except I think you did see that scene where I think he gets pushed up against the garage?
That wasn't in the movie though.
It wasn't?
I don't think so. Because think about it, because they cut the hospital sequence. Wouldn't that scene be weird to just put in the movie?
It would, but
because it's like because they didn't resolve that. They started some shit and they didn't resolve it with their dad basically.
Yeah.
So I think they removed that scene and they removed the hospital scene. So it's just like the only interaction you get with the dad is that he's a vet. He's providing care to other vets in the area. And then he gets a terminal illness of some kind and.
Shit.
Yeah, and that's basically it. And that's all we know about the character.
Damn, then that's not much of a role. Then fucking there's more that we got from the character in the fucking the episodes of Project Greenlight than there are in the goddamn movie.
I mean, don't hold me to that. Like, it'd just be weird. Like, if they took out if they took out those two scenes, then it's a weird film. But if they left in that scene you're talking about, it's even weirder. Cause it's like, you know what I mean? Did they really resolve that conflict by the end of the film?
Yeah, it's just like I don't even know if it's just be like this fucker's in the hospital. You just gotta you gotta move on, and I don't even know what that shit's on, dude. But it's a short fucking movie. I don't think it hits 90. I think it hit 83 or something.
It's brisk. That's about the best thing I can say.
Yeah. No, but I mean, fuck it. Like at first, like the writer made it. Erica Beanie, she made it imply like she wanted to make it ambiguous whether or not they slept together, but in the movie it's just pretty straightforward. It was a little much how
like interested she was in that aspect of the film.
Right.
Is it implied that Emmy Smart's character is underage as well, or is it like a situation where you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was situational. I thought the quote from that girl was like, you put up things in the movie that every girl kind of wants to see or experience, like the whole like kind of getting swooped off your feet.
Forbidden lust, I guess, is what a lot of
I don't know.
That's the way she phrased it is like all women love that forbidden lust shit.
I don't know, forbidden lust or the multiple partners bullshit, like or at least the option to have multiple. Like I don't even know, dude.
She was on the outs with him at the time, so it wasn't technically, but
yeah,
she does marry him at the end.
Yeah, she does. She kind of makes that commitment. You know how it go. But it's fucking it's a wild movie that's not worth watching at all. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, dude.
Jesus.
The Battle of Shaker Heights. They could have made a movie
Just
about
go watch
any
Stolen Summer.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'd rather watch Stolen Summer over
Would
this.
you rather watch The Leisure Class over this?
Oh man.
If you have to, hey, gun to your head, for like as Effie Brown would put it, you gotta watch Shaker Heights for the rest of eternity, or you gotta watch The Leisure Class for the rest of eternity.
No, we gotta watch Shaker Heights. Fuck that Leisure Class shit, dude. I'm out with that shit.
But he shot it on film. That doesn't matter.
And he got his
It's
location.
almost as if that shit doesn't matter. Yeah.
What a real cinema movie feels.
Okay, so we'll move on from that. We watched one other film, you and I. It was called Shallow Grave.
Danny B.
1994, Danny Boyle's debut. What did you think of The Shallowest of Graves? Oh, I forgot to mention the stars. Christopher Eccleston, you may recognize him as that crazy general from 28 Days. Carrie Fox? I'm not sure what Carrie Fox is in. She's Fox in this movie, though, if you know what I'm saying. And then you've got Ewan McGregor. We got young Obi-Wan himself. Soon to be old Obi-Wan. Anyway, what did you think of The Shadow of Graves?
Well, I think written by John Hodge, no? But the guy has a certain kind of, I guess, portrayal of characters, or at least like a group of friends. I think it's this whole like high energy, or at least like they're in on the joke and everybody else is just, you know, part of the laughing show or some shit, dude. I really enjoy like these manic fucking bursts of just editing he does, like with Train Spotting. I think you see a bit of that, but with
his love for house music.
Yeah, he's the boy of Brit, so you know what he gonna do. What he gonna do? But I thought it was an interesting combination of characters, because like one's an accountant, one's a fucking photojournalist, then
I think he's just a regular journalist.
Oh, you're right. Journalist.
He's got like
a journalist.
He's got like a fucking 94 laptop, which looks hella weird.
You're fucking right. Yeah, you're right. He's a journalist, and then the girl's
I don't know what she's
a lawyer. No,
I think
doctor. No, she's a doctor.
Yeah, she's a doctor. Yeah.
Shit. But I thought like what a weird collection of characters. They even be like, oh, we're interviewing a fourth, and it starts off like, I don't know. It has like a very gentle hook to it. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody's like having fun, but they're also assholes at the same time, and they're like making fun of this like shy and withdrawn fucking dude or whatever.
They're making fun of everybody, making fun of a goth woman.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, how do you decide which shade of black to wear?
God damn, dude. That shit was funny as hell.
Cause is it a woman or a man you're not having an affair with?
The fucking sauce. I like that shit. I thought we were gonna get a lot of that in this movie. It's a little.
It does wind down a bit, and it kind of shifts to something else.
Yeah, it shifts to something else, and everybody starts to pursue those like darker influences. You know, it's no longer like light and bubbly.
Hey, it's those pounds, dude.
They don't
that money, fool.
They done fucked up the game.
But yeah, some guy moves in, some criminal brings.
Is he a criminal? I thought he was a writer or some bullshit.
I think that's just
cover?
It's like a cover, and he's like he fleeced some money from people, and he just like fleed the scene.
Yeah,
like I'm just gonna like change my life.
Shit. Why'd he off himself then?
I don't think he offed himself. I think he just OD'd.
Oh, that's right. He did OD. I don't know what the fuck.
Because it's like he had additional things of like heroin. So to me that seems like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna live to do this.
I'm gonna live to me. I got this black tar, baby.
If he was gonna off himself, he would have put like all those bags into one. You know what I mean? It's
a melting pot. God damn. America's drugas.
But yeah, they get the money, and I don't know. Like, they have to dispose of the body, and like Christopher Eccleston, they make Christopher Eccleston mutilate the body, and I guess it's the kind of thing I wonder, like, would mutilating a corpse turn you into a fucking sociopath? I'd fuck you up for sure. I'm not denying that, but it's just the turn he makes is pretty sharp.
That shit is sharp. I also wonder if it's just like the duration of days, meaning like it's so so recent. Like maybe he's just still in that mindset. It's easy to kind of like tumble and stay in your head in that fucking shit. I don't know. But like
that's true. I've never mutilated because I don't know for sure. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd be a murderer right after that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think we've all seen some weirdo, fucked up gore bullshit, but it's not like we come out there and like you know.
Yeah, but it's not like it's never us doing it like for like we're watching a lot of it. Through media, we're not like doing it ourselves.
Yeah, we're not participating in the fucking act. That's for sure. You know, but.
Yeah, he moves up to the attic, starts drilling holes in the fucking ceiling.
Jeez Louise, yeah, he starts drilling holes, starts getting all kinds of paranoid.
Makes the attic look lit real cool because there's just all these shafts of light coming out.
Shit.
Then periodically we'll cut back from these guys like interrogating people and fucking them up in the process.
They want their fucking money.
There's like a real good shot of like it's just red, right? But then somebody's head gets pushed into a tub, and it's like, oh shit, it's such the fucking blood infused tub water. Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Then they put somebody else in a freezer and close the door.
Oh shit, that's right.
Fucking hell, dude. Fucking guys are ruthless. They make their way to the apartment, and then they go to work immediately, dude. Remember how the scene goes? I think they push they kick the hook off the door, like the chain.
Oh, once they find the apartment?
Yeah, they kick the chain off the door and fucking... I think they take a hammer to both of Ewan McGregor's legs.
His shins,
kick him to the floor.
Yeah.
And you were fucking laughing at some of his wails of pain.
Like, I don't know, I can't do it, dude.
It was like the grape lady, like you were saying.
We gotta fucking see that scene again to mimic it, but that shit was just funny. But I think the lead up to that scene was also, it was perfect, dude. Like it's very chill. You know, they wind it fucking down. They're just trying to have fucking dinner. You know, they're talking about some bullshit, and then like it's just
the shit pops off.
Shit pops off exactly, and then everything flips. Like you said, the fool gets beat. You know, and then the motherfucker on top in the attic, he out there seeing was Gucci. Like he's dumb enough. I told him. That's why I told him you got to keep this money right here. You got to do all this shit, and they want to spend it.
Now I got to put in work.
Yeah, I got to put in this shit. And like that was there's a lot of dope shit going on in that movie. But one of the shots that left an impression was where he's chilling up in the attic, and you see the light from like the
reflection in his glasses.
Yeah, dude, the attic latch is like opening up, and you see that like that square fucking light. It's fucking dope, dude. Danny Boyle on that shit. You know, DB. The greatest cinema movie director of all time.
Hey, you were friends with a guy in college. You loved him.
He loved the shit out of that guy. Hey, he was right. Who else can direct the British Olympics? Only Danny B, dude.
Did he put some Dutch angles on the shit? I'm not watching it.
you know our boy Danny B. You know how he do. But that shit, you know, it was a pretty dope movie leading up to that. I think that exchange, he takes out both of the motherfuckers that come up, dude.
And he throws them down the fucking floor in a violent fashion.
Jesus Christ. This accountant got some hands, dude. God damn.
Ooh-wee. I don't know if that took... The party scene is also notable just because there's like a scene where like all three of them go to a party and...
and they're clowning.
Carrie Fox and Ewan McGregor are dancing and like Ewan drops to the floor and he kind of like makes out with her leg a little bit.
Right.
And Chris Ferguson goes off on somebody who wants to dance with his girl.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna end up in a fucking bin bag. And then Ewan McGregor gets rolled on by the young chap from the first scene of the film.
Remember with all that shit you was talking? Yeah.
Yeah. I brought my boys.
I got my boys and they got toys. You know what I mean? No, they fucked that fool up. Let them know. But
the police come into play. They creep on everybody.
Oh, that's right. They do be lingering out there.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I heard there were 4 people here. Oh, there's 3.
There's 3, motherfucker. I live here. I know.
Oh, well, that's news to me. And he writes something down.
Yeah. It's not. They don't tell us right off the gate, dude. That Chris's character. What is it? It's David, right?
Yeah.
David and Juliet are in a relationship with Alex. It's
kind of low key. It's not like, oh, hey bae, like smooching and shit.
Yeah, Juliet gets like love letters and shit.
There was one scene in the car where Ewan McGregor is like, he's like, he makes a joke to like, all right, you know something about him being worked up, right? It's kind of like an implied jokey line.
Oh shit.
That's how I like was able to piece it together.
Damn, that line, that shit flew by me then. I didn't.
Yeah, it was like it was in the good times, the first like 10 minutes of the movie,
the good times,
where they're all happy and like they're just chilling in the car.
Yeah. Shit. Wouldn't it be nice if we were all there?
Julia, David, don't you know David? Oh, we forgot to mention that David at one point puts a drill to Ewan's forehead.
You gotta let him know one time he ain't fucking around.
Juliet goes to buy a one-way ticket to Brazil. It was some South American country, I'm pretty sure.
Some shit. I think so. I think Brazil, dude. You're right.
Ewan discovers the cops are looking for him at work because he has to go to the scene. He has to go to the scene of the murder where they buried him. Where they buried 3 bodies now, including the 2 people that David murdered.
Damn.
And the scene spirals to the climax where there's just a fucking. It's really they take their time with this scene because it's like he's like, oh, I gotta call this cop who gave me his card. Then David goes to get the money. Then he specifically doesn't wake up Juliet when he does it. He specifically lets her sleep. And he gets the money. He tries to walk it out. Then Juliet comes by and like, wait, David, you forgot to wake me up. And then David sees the phone because he's got a landline and he somehow that fucking phone cord is long enough to reach Ewan's room.
Oh,
and he notices the cord and he's like, who are you calling at this hour? And he fucking rips the phone out from him. Come out here and talk to us.
Shit, dude.
And yeah, they just they basically get into a brawl, the 3 of them. It's 2v1. Wait, no, it begins with David throwing Juliet to the floor. He's like, don't hit her. You can take the money, but you don't hit her.
Oh shit, that's right. They should do a pop off like that.
Yeah, they get into a 3-way brawl there. That it's actually two people. Juliet and Ewan are kicking ass. And then they get the upper. Juliet stabs David through the neck. Ewan's already pinned down by a knife David put in his shoulder, and then Juliet just fucking takes her shoe and buries the knife in more to Ewan's shoulder. Just takes the briefcase and books it, and then we get like the greatest ending I've seen in a minute. Yeah. It's just lovely, happy music. Happy friendship music, and we cut to Juliet at the airport screaming bloody murder behind the wheel of her car. She gets out, and there's fucking a bunch of newspapers. Fucking Ewan replaced the money with newspapers and put it under the fucking floorboards.
Shit, dude.
And they put a lovely little frame of a shot of the first thing over credits, all smiling and shit.
When the good times roll. God damn.
Fucking shallow grave.
A fucking movie, man. It takes these 3 characters and just pulls them apart, dude.
It's a little Criterion collection if you're looking for it.
If you're looking for that shit,
go to your local Barnes and Noble and ask them for the bullshit.
Can I have the sea bullshit, please?
So anyway, that was Shallow Grave. I don't know if you had any more comments on it.
No, that's
movie film.
Yeah, you covered those points. I think it's pretty good film. I didn't know he kind of takes this there, explains Sunshine a little bit more. You know, like he for that 3rd act he kind of goes a little more horror and like he made his not his living off horror, but he made his living off this kind of like, you know, thriller, bloody kind of messy situation.
I touched the angle.
I did. And like he likes those tragic fucking turns too in his stories, where like, you know, shit being nice and happy and
the baby dead.
We end on a sour ass note, like the baby dead. My word.
You remember it?
My word.
I'm not gonna tell you which movie it was. So I saw a present for you if you want to get into the Danny Boyle catalog.
It was Slumdog Millionaire. Dude. No one wants to talk about how dark that movie is. All the dead babies on the ship. No, but that's
goodness me.
Shallow Grave was a hell of a movie, dude. Like I think what did he follow this up with?
Trainspotting.
Trainspotting. Oh shit! No wonder he loved Ewan McGregor.
He loved that boy.
Yeah.
They boys.
Hey, boys. Then Trainspotting, then what, 28 Days?
I don't know. It was 96 was Trainspotting? Might have probably something else in there I forgot about.
Maybe.
The beach.
Oh, that was him with Leo?
You didn't know that?
Oh, you fucking hell, dude. My word. I watched that shit like 10 years ago. No bullshit. Yeah.
Was it good?
You know?
Motherfucker.
All I know is Leo was in it, dude. I don't fucking remember shit
I'm
about
little
that.
Leo.
I'm a little Leo boy.
No, I don't remember shit from that movie.
Anyway, what else you do? Your menu?
What else you do? You little man, yeah. I watched the Ninth Gate, dude.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, dude, have you seen the Ninth Gate?
I haven't seen. Who directs it?
Polanski.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so Polanski directs.
Flee the scene.
Everybody's favorite getaway director, you know. 1999.
Don't not think too hard about why he left.
March of 2000, they released this shit. Depp is Dean Corso. Fucker special.
I know. All I remember about that film because I remember seeing trailers as a youngin.
Oh shit!
It looks sinister.
Yeah.
Some devil shit going on right there.
Yeah. It's like
Demonio.
there's some bullshit over there. It's your boy.
It's your boy Satan.
It's your boy. You know me. Your boy Satan. Up in the bitch, chilling like I be doing.
Hey, you doing good shit? Fuck that. Moral character.
No, the character fucking he specializes in tracking down fucking these exotic valuable fucking collections and all this bullshit. This character contracts him Boris Balkan, played by Frank Carngelia, I think. Carngelia, I don't fucking. But this shit, like the book that he has is apparently like 17th century and shit. It's this text. It's called The Ninth Gates. It's a legendary book written by Satan himself.
Oh shit!
You know, and with the 9 gates in hand, Corso finds himself.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
He finds himself in the center of all this bullshit happenings. You know, like he goes to this apartment. It's like his apartment's ransacked, and then like there's this shadowy fucking. He's always shadowed wherever he goes. Bless you. And he's seeking like the less.
Not during this film.
Yeah, no. Silence. Satan demands. No, the seeking for the last 2 copies of the demon text and shit. He's just kind of like he's just on the search for it. Like you meet characters along the way. You're trying to find who has this fucking thing. For whatever reason, some of that imagery reminds me of this level like in Resi 4. Like I won't talk about it, but like you know it's.
Satan's over there?
No,
you didn't tell me Satan's in the game.
He up in the bitch.
That full sub boss.
He's trying to get at Ashley and shit.
Come over to the dark side, baby.
You already know what it is.
I know what it is. No, but it's an interesting fucking movie because like what I remember about it was when he's opening and looking through the books, like each picture has like a description or each picture has like this like layered description of what the fuck's going on. So like there's like a fucking castle and then like there's this guy, there's like this knight riding a horse or some shit. He's looking back and he has like you know his finger up on his lips like shh, you know what I mean? Like is that kind of bullshit? Like I'm a sucker for those kind of like occult films, you know what I'm saying? I check it out during spooky times.
Spooky boys.
But
boys.
that's what I was watching with 9 Gate, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you know, it's a spooky
good?
time. No, I wouldn't recommend
Why are
it.
you watching so much shit lately?
I wanted to watch Crime Macho, but I was like, fucking bullshit.
My boy Clint Eastwood, he coming back from
Yeah.
the hit film Trouble with the Curve.
What you been watching, dude?
I rewatched Silence of the Lambs
Oh shit.
with Jonathan Demme. I believe it was Jonathan Demme, no? Who directed it?
I don't know who directed those movies.
This fool don't know shit. I don't know shit about my own movie. I'm pretty sure it is Jonathan Demme. We got Jodie Foster on the ones and twos. I watched it as a young teenager, so I never picked up on a lot of the shit. But there's a lot of like it's not a pretty world that they paint for law women specifically.
Sure.
At the very least, because like she gets dogged by like every dude in the movies, like mean mugging her or like lusting after her and shit.
Is it psychological thriller, you say?
That's psychological thriller. Well, you didn't. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
I never checked out those movies. I just know.
Oh, you never watched it?
Yeah, I mean, like I just know the fucking guy dances with the fucking
just
peen
the
tucked
beginning.
in and shit. You know what I mean? He's like
All the hits.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good movie. I would give it a watch if you haven't seen it.
Sure.
It's really nice. It's good. Anthony Hopkins got the supporting supporting role for like 15 minutes of screen time or some shit.
Holy shit,
Something
dude!
absurd.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why you watch it. That's why I'm for the king.
That's for the king. You bought before the king. Hey, what's the first movie of that whole series?
Manhunter, I believe,
Manhunter.
in the 80s. I think Michael Mann did that one.
And that's the same guy, Hannibal Lecter.
I don't know if it's the same. It's probably similar characters, different actors though.
Oh.
It's one of those because probably like you've heard of Hannibal, right?
Yeah.
Hannibal Clarice gets recast as what's her name? Julianne Moore.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Hey, she can kind of do it.
she can act, but it's just I feel like
Jodie Foster.
I feel like Jodie Foster is that character, and like, I don't know if you probably didn't hear about that Clarice show. I was interested in it because like, what the fuck? It
came out.
It takes place right after Silence of the Lambs, from what I've seen, and like, how the fuck does that work? I don't know.
Damn.
But anyway, Silence of the Lambs, good movie film. I've never seen Manhunter. Hannibal's aight. It's not terribly. There's a scene in it for the memes, but other than that, it's kind of like Red Dragon in that way, where it's just like there's really only one scene in the movie that people reference. South Park referenced it.
Shit.
Do you see? Do you see?
So Silence of the Lambs is the only movie we're checking out.
Well, of that series, I'd say.
All right.
At this point, I hear Hannibal the show is good. Yeah, we got Michael Madsen playing a young little Hannibal boy.
Oh, that's right. The fucking
I hear that's good. So I haven't seen all the Hannibal media, but I can confirm that Silence of the Lambs is a good film.
It's good.
It is delivered with some papa beats and a nice candy. Anywho, what else did you do?
Your Marvel boy had to watch some Marvel bullshit.
He's wearing a goddamn Marvel. He's got a problem. He's wearing a shirt right now. Oh my god, he's got a Hulk plushie.
My what?
And I never leave without it.
Nah, but it's
What if?
Yeah, the What If series. It's 2 episodes. The first one is Killmonger comes through for Tony Stark. So instead of like that first Humvee scene where he's fucking chilling, chopping it up with the fucking soldiers, shit blows up. He's behind a rock. Killmonger comes in and he like.
Is he voiced by Killmonger?
Yeah, he's voiced by Michael B. Jordan. So like, it's dope that he's in it. But he protects him, gets him out of the situation. RDJ, yeah.
Oh,
but RDJ's not voicing him, but yeah, in this shit, yeah, he protects him, saves him. They go back to
I feel like I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. In the news conference, he makes a big show like, this man protected me. What a fucking guy this guy is. This fucking episode sucks ass, dude. Like, the turn they take Killmonger, they introduce him like this so he can trick Tony, so he can go and kill fucking Claw again, and then he can go kill Black Panther, lead these fucking armored fucking soldiers that Tony built into Wakanda, trick the Wakandan people to come in so he can have his army and he can save the day, like, again, just to get the Black Panther mantle. Like, yo, fuck this shit. Fuck this entire goddamn...
Kendrick Lamar album on the soundtrack.
No, it wasn't no album.
Somebody call paramedic in the street. Would that have improved the episode?
Nah, it wouldn't.
Paramedic plays as soon as the Humvee's ball.
That should be funny as hell, dude. That'd be the hypest fucking 5 seconds until you realize the shit that lies ahead of you, dude. But it's just horseshit, dude. Like, I don't think this was the arc to take him.
So I'm hearing Zombies is the only one that I need to watch.
Zombies, The Murder Mystery, and Doctor Strange have been like, those are pretty sweet. But yeah, this fucking guy takes a similar arc from Black Panther, and I don't think that was a creative fucking the best idea that he could have used with this creative, I don't know, massive fucking talent and resources behind them, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. I would have, like, they did fucking Black Panther Peter Quill, dude. You couldn't do like Killmonger War Machine. Like, it's literally handed to you, bro. Like, if you save him, Tony Stark arms is full up. Hey, go undo the bullshit I fucking did out there. He goes out there, takes care of business for Tony. It's War Machine show instead of the Iron. Like, there's different shit. He's on the West Coast. He could be a reformed criminal working as Ant-Man. I'll take Killmonger Ant-Man before taking, this like iteration of Killmonger, Black Panther bullshit, dude. Fuck this shit, which leads to the next fucking.
Isn't he a villain?
He's a villain, dude.
So what's he doing good guy shit?
Well, he's doing good guy shit to fool him, but like he's still the villain. So he's like, I'm a fucking guy. But like they're doing different shit. Like they took Thanos and they didn't make him a villain in like the second episode.
Good guy Thanos?
They got good guy Thanos.
Did he steal all the stones to give everybody ice cream cone? Or what?
He said those stones, forget about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't need those shits.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna give everybody an ice cream person.
No bullshit.
Without the stones.
No bullshit. He got talked out of it. He got talked out of the stones.
All I want, can we get a what if where it's Thanos' ice cream stand? He's pulling up to the planets. He's just giving everybody ice cream. That's a what if episode I want to see.
Hey, that'd be a nice.
Make it like Taxi Driver.
Hey, dude.
Marvel, get at me, dude. I got an episode idea.
Hey, pay this man, because those episodes are bullshit. Let me tell you.
What? You hear what if? It's like, why don't they do some wild shit?
That's why I mentioned those specific 3 other episodes. Like with those, I feel, oh shit, this is some kind of wild shit. They go with Party Thor the next one, dude. Like it's literally
Party Thor.
Party Thor. That fool like Earth is a fucking
Lusty Thor.
Yeah, Earth is a fucking house to throw a party at, and he's got to clean it up before Ma comes home. I'm like, dude, like fuck this episode, dude. It's got everybody's favorite Brie Larson as Captain Marvel as like his secondary.
Did she bring the spiked punch?
She bring the spike punch and the fucking lines.
Man, that shit must be fucking 800 proof to fuck it. You know what I mean?
What a fucking...
Everybody.
Huh?
So it must be 800 proof. Everybody's like superhero and shit over here. They gotta be drinking some of that heavy shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Captain America. Oh, that's why Thor brought that. Yeah, that shit. That's why everybody's supplying. Like it's a good time. Like they land in Vegas and shit. Everybody thinks like it's an alien invasion, but it's really just Thor wanting to party. It's like, what the... Dude, what?
Did they put the Kendrick Lamar album on this episode?
I wish, dude. I wish. I usually watch these shits twice. I watched that one once and I'm like, never again, dude. Like
never again.
Your Marvel boy tapping on this shit. I try to have some fucking bullshit, some respect, you know, with
my goodness.
Self-respect, god damn it. But whatever, Party Thor fucking underwhelming as shit, dude. So much more creative bullshit you could have done. The original idea was Jane picking up the hammer. But she can't do that because they're going to try to do that in Thor 4. So, Party fucking Thor it is. That's what I watched.
Party Thor.
Party
so
Thor.
watch these episodes.
Yeah, skip these fucking episodes. Fuck that shit. Go back to those other episodes. Watch them again.
So I rewatched the little Scores movie called Raging Bull.
Hey, that fucking movie,
nice.
Dude. Hell yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, you like?
No, I'm saying that the character's a piece of shit.
Oh, character. Shot in the 80s, but it's black and white, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. That confused me the first time I watched it.
Did I put on the right movie?
Yeah. No. I was just like, God damn, was this made like in the 70s? Or like I was trying to put like a time, and then when I grew up, I'm like, I look at that shit on the IMDb page.
Yeah, there was some films where it's like, well, Paper Moon is a little like that. It was shot in the 70s, but it's got a very like the 50s aesthetic to it.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Raging Bull pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. He's punching his own brother and shit in the middle of dinner.
I think it's the best boxing movie, dude.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Rocky's a little too formulaic.
I fucking hate Rocky. I don't like the fighter.
Is he gonna make it? I think the fighters. It's not. I don't look at it as a good boxing film, but there's a lot of funny moments in that shit. Why do you come over here and look like a fucking silverback gorilla? There's an actress in fucking Gone Baby Gone is in the fighter. She's one of the sisters. You know, the one of the she does she clearly as an actress that does a lot of like dirtbag Bostonian roles. She's like fuck that. It's that fucking girl Shari, man. It's that fucking girl. Anyway, yeah, Raging Bull is definitely the best boxing film bar none. They got the. How do you feel about there not being any boxing in like the last 25 minutes?
He's like going around doing shows.
Yeah, he's going around doing.
Feels like a casino.
It's kind of like there's a rise and fall within that thing because it's like he's got his own place.
Way out of shape too. My boy goes
and like, hey, he's everybody. You can't really tell if people are laughing because it's like it's his place and it's like, hey, this guy's a character, or if they're he's a genuine comedian.
Yeah.
But then he gets caught up and is kissing a fucking minor and shit and giving her alcohol.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Wife leaves him.
Yeah.
He moves to New York, and he's in a kind of a dirt hole bar now, doing a similar show.
Yeah.
No one's laughing. Just heckling him. He's just like, "Hey, you're gonna force me to make a comeback." Funny. Yeah. Make him a drink for me, Will. Piss in it, please. And yeah, it's just wonderful. I was asking, like, how do you feel about it not having, like, boxing? Because it's a boxing film, the best boxing film, but it doesn't have boxing in the last, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really mind that, dude. I hate the whole, like, the knockout scene.
Will he make it?
Yeah.
Will he or won't he?
Hey,
he's either gonna learn a lesson when he loses, or he's gonna win and get it all.
Yeah, I think it takes it a different turn. Like, I don't like that whole unanswered bullshit on the fucking ring, dude. Like, fuck that. Or even like how that was it $1 Million Baby, where she gets like knocked down and then she gets paralyzed. I feel like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted a boxing movie, and then you like you take it from me by doing this. But at least with that, I appreciate that, taking that turn and trying to do something a little different than like, hey, she wins or she loses. They're like, well, and then I guess this happens. You know, it's a little bit of a trouble with the curve. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the religious passage at the end, at the very end?
What was it?
It was from the Pharisees, something of the Pharisees. I'm not a little Bible boy. It's been a minute.
Oh shit!
But he's like, I was blind, and now like, he's talking about how I was a scamp once, and now I've turned, I've changed. It's basically the context of the passage. I was blind, and now I see. I think it's basically saying, he's like, yeah, fool was a piece of shit, but he changed up.
He changed up from the waist up.
He's not. He changed. He's not punching out his brother mid dinner anymore. And then fucking uppercutting his wife the fuck out.
Jesus.
On top of it.
Jesus. Those things are tough, but at the same time, I mean, some of that shit kind of that'd be real.
Joe Pesci.
Be real as fuck.
Got Joe Pesci beating up that one guy from Goodfellas like for the first time in their career.
Shit, I don't remember.
I think the guy from Goodfellas, who Billy Batts. Billy Batts plays a gangster who he plays a gangster in Raging Bull, and he's kind of like flirting with Jake's wife, and Joe Pesci has to beat the shit out of him at the fucking club. He's like, hey, no hard feelings. He takes a fucking glass to his fucking and he like waits for him outside to come out. Like, where'd he go? He fucking like hits it.
Shit.
Fucking putting his head in a fucking car door. He's going like, help me to a chick in the car, and she's fucking screaming. But yeah, so it goes, he kicks the shit out of him. In this movie, kills him in Goodfellas, and then he kills Joe Pesci in Casino.
Oh, shit.
Hey, spoilers.
It's karma.
It is karma alarm, dude.
Karma in the Martin Scorsese universe.
Hey, it's Best Raging Bull, a good movie film. If you haven't seen it, and you want to see it after we spoil it for you, go watch that shit.
I go watch this shit. God damn it.
What else you do?
You're bad. I finished Astro's Playroom, so.
Oh! Hey, beats? That game got beats.
That shit, they got some catchy
GPU
shit.
Jungle, right?
That GPU Jungle shit.
That's probably the best track in the game. They're all good.
Yeah.
That one's probably my favorite.
I like that shit. Cooling Springs, GPU Jungle, fucking SSD Speedway.
Is this the Sony's Mario, dude? Do we need a full game with the Astro?
I think they're already developing one, remember?
Are they?
Yeah,
Did we talk about it?
Yeah, Japan.
We probably talked about it on the first fucking time we talked about it.
Probably some bullshit. But yeah, them Japanese boys, they basically disbanded the bullshit so they can just focus on Astro's Playroom as a full game. So
what would that even be, though? Because they do a lot of... I feel like will they still do PlayStation references? In the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, did you ever play the demo?
Did you spot all those? The PlayStation references?
Yeah, the little artifacts?
Yeah. No, I'm saying like the little Astros acting out like PlayStation shit.
Oh, hell yeah. There's like Tsushima. There's what's it called? Last of Us.
Shit. They're all there.
Yeah, they're all fucking there. There's Death Stranding, the guy struggling with the backpack. Ape Escape, dude. I didn't see any Twisted Metal. Maybe I'm tripping. I would have loved this.
Twisted Metal.
There's probably something in there. Yeah.
There's like 60 of those little vignettes.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm just like. But dude, I fucking love that game. Like, it's such a blast. I don't know if replaying it has the same effect because like when you're first introduced to it, the levels.
You got all the gotcha orbs?
Yeah, I maxed it out. I spent all my coins. The vending machine cut me off. They're like, "Hey, you done, my boy? You got all the shit.
Hey, fool, get out of here.
Get that fool out of here."
Did you peruse the PlayStation Museum?
Yeah, I don't have the puzzle like I completed, but it's nice. There's all
those bullshit PlayStation peripherals you never bought.
Yeah, all these bullshit like clicks and shit, like the mouse pad, like a red, yellow, blue, green, like gamepad fucking controller for the PS2.
The 4-player extender for the PS2.
Yeah, I had the 4-player extender for the PS1.
You had? Oh, I thought you said you had it for the PS2.
No,
nobody had it for the PS2.
No, I didn't have that shit for the PS2. For the PS1, I was like, "Hey, we little Twisted Metal boys, or what's up with it?" You know, that's why I'd have that shit. But
well, you have it now?
No. I think like I had to sell that shit in the garage sale of some fucking.
Good God, I'll never forgive you.
Yeah, your boy done fucked up the game.
That's all good.
You know how it go. But the flying ships, the gliders, the fucking like the core box like boss, you have to like light the fuse and shit.
How do you feel about the vibration, the PlayStation DualSense?
The controls are sweet, dude. Like when you
You
feel
pitter
the
patter
resistance
on the rain, dude?
You can hear the pitter patter. You can feel like the resistance as you go upwind and shit, dude. I feel the vibration, or like if you hear the rumbling of the jets, you know, like it's fucking like I really like those touches, dude. Like I know it's gonna drain the shit out of your battery, but you know
the battery holds up better than the PlayStation 4.
They do?
I think so. On a full charge.
Shit.
Don't you think so? I think it's like 6 to 10 hours. I think.
Shit, I don't know. I know it's not as long as I like it, but I know it's not bad. I have to charge it like every other day or maybe every day. But I mean, I'll take it. It does a lot for me, so fuck it. Hey, but the bow and the minigun editions, like in that game, those are pretty fucking sweet, dude. Even though like it wasn't like explosive arrows or anything, like little suction cups at the end.
I want that shit to fucking spin around. I want spinning homing missiles.
No, I'm just saying like they presented this like kid friendly shit, and it was still like it was super fucking fun to shoot the bow. It was super fun to shoot like the minigun of like almost looks like those balls in the little jump house. You know what I'm saying? It's dope as shit, dude. So I think the little monkey ball too, like
what about the T-Rex boss?
T-Rex boss.
You said you beat it, right?
Yeah, I rolled it.
Did you do the boss battle?
Yeah, I did all the bosses.
The T-Rex boss then.
Remind me how'd that shit go down?
You gotta go to the basement, right? You go to the basement and then you fight the T-Rex.
How do you go to the basement? After you complete everything, you have to go to the basement?
Did you just go through the 4 maps?
Yeah.
You
have to go down?
You Yerba?
I didn't.
Did you roll credits on the game?
I don't know.
There's credits in the game. Did you roll on them?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Then you got shit left, bro. You didn't beat it yet.
Damn. Where you have to go then?
To the bottom. You know where you go? You go in the 4 levels. There's something right below it.
Yeah.
There's stairs somewhere to get down there, but like you can see it through the floor.
Yeah. How do you break through it, or how do you get?
There's just stairs somewhere. There's stairs somewhere in the room. They open up when you finish all 4 levels.
Damn. See, like I saw that thing open up, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just saying like if you do.
This fool made me spoil the boss for.
Oh shit! It said like if you did the speed run, it's like I was like, oh, maybe the boss is like the speed run or some shit. I don't know what the fuck, yeah. If I have to go down and beat the fucking dinosaur
There's
guy,
credits on the game, and it's like you're not far from the credits.
Shit, I have to beat that motherfucker then.
This fool damn.
But hey, no, that game's dope. I know it came out last year. It's worth fucking playing. It's like fucking maybe 40 minutes to complete each one.
Probably a little less, I'd say.
Yeah, it's fucking. They're very short fucking levels, but like if you want to get.
It's free with the PlayStation 5, so just get one of those and you got the game.
Yeah,
That's all you need to do.
But like, don't sleep on it. Definitely go and play that shit. You know, it's worth it.
Anywho. Yeah.
What else did you play, or did you watch anything else?
I watched a movie that was kind of meh. It was called The Hunted.
The Hunted?
It was William Friedkin, 2002. It's basically about a military trained killer, Benicio del Toro, kind of goes rogue and he's on the loose. And the seasoned tracker who trained him, played by Tommy Lee Jones, is tasked with finding him. It's a little meh, if I'm being real. The movie's, I don't know, it feels like a half-assed Bourne because it doesn't give a lot of kind of doesn't fill in a lot of the blanks on why Benicio del Toro went rogue. And there's like this thing where it's like, well, we want him captured, but he's doing raw shit, but we don't want him killed. We just want him captured. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's just a weird film. It's a pretty underwhelming having just watched Saucer from William Frisch. I probably should have went with like the Exorcist or fucking Gene Hackman one. Forget. One with the chase scene in it.
French Connection?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That shit would be nice.
But yes, that's the Honda. There's really not much to talk about, dude. It's a bland movie. It's like I wouldn't. I forgot it almost instantly. It's not on the same level of a Gangster Squad where it's just abstract. It's like absolute shit. But it's just kind of bland, which is almost a little bit worse.
Shit.
But yeah, that's The Hunted.
Damn.
What else you do this week?
Well, shit. I got busy with another NFL game because the NFL season and
It's a sports boy game.
It's a sports board game with NFL in full effect.
You said it was this another arcade one like Streets, or was it just a?
It was no, it was one of the more like highly regarded like simulators for the football kind of shit. So it's
Coach Simulator? Did you ever see those?
Yeah, I've
Do
seen
you
them.
get any like hankering to play those, or you're like,
Hell
no,
no.
fuck that?
No, I don't. Yeah, that's boring as hell, dude. I don't want to just call plays.
I'm controlling this shit.
But some
I'm
people,
taking him off the field.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But some people want to live out that fantasy, which is like, damn, like it's that big that.
Are they gonna have like a real game where like some people might come in drunk? You gotta assess them by like I have some LA North shit where you gotta like look at their face. I'm like, I don't want to be sloppy drunk. That was Coach Simulator I want.
God damn, that should be funny as hell, dude. I wish that one existed.
But no, it's just a bunch of stat bullshit.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stab bullshit. But
Fantasy football.
the reason why this one's so beloved is like there's so much features in it, dude. Like there's this trophy room where you can go and check out your accomplishments. Say like you threw 4 touchdowns like Al Bundy in the big game, you know.
Shit.
You'll have the little
I
trophy.
I did.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't we all, dude? But the fucking guy with the game room, you can like customize the TV once you like you make enough like lifetime points or whatever the shit. You can customize the couch, get a bigger couch, get a popcorn
TV,
machine.
nice.
It's just like it's silly little shit, dude. But it's also like it's nice touches. It kind of personalizes a lot of the game towards whatever you want to fucking do with it. There's POV, meaning first person football. It's not really a thing. But like
First person football.
yeah, so like
that sounds fucking intense.
That sounds weird, yeah. So like it's just like if you put the pads yourself and you lace them, so it's just you're
Man,
seeing.
I want that game.
Yeah.
When are you gonna fucking make that?
You're gonna make that game. You're seeing it from the visor, so that's all you see. It's a little bit restricted.
So you can't play the whole game like that. Or you can play the whole game.
I think you can definitely play like my player, and you can play the game like that if I remember correctly. So you can create a player and do all the bullshit like that, and build up your career and like be this and that. It's interesting. It's an interesting like again addition for the game. ESPN 2K5 way cheaper than Madden, by the way. These 2K games were like maybe like 20 or 30 or $40 when the other games were going full
it's not
price.
like a fucking Nintendo game. Hey, you want a sale?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, never. And like that's what drew me to this in the first place, dude. Like I don't really like simulated fucking NFL, but I was like, fuck it, this looks kind of cool, and like I picked it up. It was cheap. It had Terrell Owens, a wide receiver, whatever the fuck. You can replay memorable moments, meaning like, hey, remember this Super Bowl? Remember this regular season game? You can replay that. You can do what they did. Like it's fourth quarter, score a touchdown or whatever the shit. I think what takes the cake though is like the immersion. You play your game, the game like the TV show since it's ESPN starts to play. You see the commentator come up. He starts giving you highlights of the computer simulated games. So games that you didn't fucking play. Just taking highlights of every game. It was wild. It made it seem like your game was literally on the couch. You're watching SportsCenter. Here's today's games, and your game is up fucking next. And it didn't stop there. Once you fucking played your game, you kept getting that live commentary on a consistent basis.
So they go all in on the presentation.
Hell yeah, dude! And like they'll break up your they'll
Yeah,
as you're choosing to play, they're gonna talk about your play, highlight it, and be like, "This is what went wrong."
Does it sound robotic or does it sound natural? Is it
Sound-
like he ran the play? shit's nice.
No, it sounds...
Was it? Oh, he got the wide receiver on that one. That guy got wrecked.
Yeah, no, it sounds great.
They're gonna be feeling that something like that in the morning.
I wish they had that sauce. They're like
they're not that saucy.
No, they're a little bit more like, you know, they're just kind of giving you the facts.
Man, I feel like all the sports commentary you hear, it has a little bit of sauce on it.
They do. That's why, like, that's what they're missing. You need someone to bring a little bit. Of that.
Bring back John Mann. Bring John Mann back to life.
Bring John.
I put that fool in the commentary.
Bring him back. No, but it's dope. I love the way they you know, the halftime, the post game, like literally it breaks down. It shows you like a little fucking like couple-minute video of what happened, what's been going on and shit. It's dope. You can create your own plays. You can create your own fucking playbook. They
all on the create a character shit too.
Yeah, so it's literally, it was so...
How does creating your own play like work? Like you can say, you're going to go over here, you're going to wait for the ball. Can you like map it out? Like,
yeah, so it would give you like kind of like a blank canvas, so you'd be like, all right, like what route do you want to run? So do you want to go straight? Do you want to make a right angle? You know, do you want to make a left? You know, do you want to curl? Like you can literally pattern and zigzag and do like the specific route or whatever shit that you're thinking about. Like that's why this game is so beloved. The attention to detail and the fucking presentation and just the features that were brought to you at a fraction of the competitor's price, when the competitor was giving you the bare minimum, a broken fucking game, and still does so. Hey, ESPN 2K, best simulator football ever, dude.
Oh shit, ever?
Yeah.
Of all time?
All time. Simulated football. If you want to play arcade, hey, play Blitz, play fucking NFL Street, play Tecmo.
I will play them, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly.
That sim shit.
No, the sim.
For a sip for sim.
Yeah, sim for sim. Yeah, but it's just dope shit. Like again, like everything that they did great. It's been no one ever replicated that same package.
Borrow your original Xbox.
Hey, I got a couple, dude. You can definitely have one. Shit.
Give me all your original Xbox.
What you been playing, man? That was your sports ball minute right there.
I play a little game called Skatebird. It's a little kind of like cartoony little game where you're playing a bird that skates. It's got a lot of potential. It's a Game Pass game, so like I didn't have to put on any money to play that shit. But it needs a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of controls a little finicky. It's a little sluggish. The performance can be spotty. I was playing on a Series X, and it was just a little hard to control for a sports game or a skateboarding game.
Oh shit!
You can kind of, I don't know. I'm also not a Tony Hawk expert, so I don't know much about, hanging 10, so to speak. But you're a little Tony Hawk boy, little Tony Baloney man.
Yeah.
What do you make of this game?
Yeah,
I can tell you the music's dope.
The game looks dope, dude. Like I've seen this. I think when I was watching like how to get like specific grinds and this bullshit on Tony Hawk, this game would pop up in the fucking in the in-video advertisement. So it's funny as shit. But this thing looks fun, dude. This thing looks better than better than what like Disney presented you as skateboarding when it was like Mickey Mouse riding a skateboard.
Yeah, I don't deny it doesn't look good. I'm just saying it does need a little extra work.
But like I mean, it looks like you can move fine. You can do the tricks just fine. It looks like there's some customization going on.
I wonder if a dev played
nice
this gameplay, though, is my only thing. Because, like, this is an IGN video that we're watching for the first 12 minutes of gameplay.
Right. And
everybody, I don't know. I'm not certain if they submit, if this is like an IGN person playing, or if the developers submitted 12 minutes themselves.
Shit.
I don't know. I had troubles with it.
Is it like Tony Hawk? You have to like spell out the words and then do this and then do that.
That's probably why but it is different in subtle ways. Because you got flap, you got little bird wings, and you got like I don't know, the camera was just messing with me the whole time. If I'm being real. But yeah, it's free though. You can give it a shot. The game is a Skatebird. Just came out on the Game Pass.
That looks like it's definitely worth trying it out, seeing what's good, especially if
you
you
love skating. To get the Game Pass. I'm telling you, that's why it's worth it, man. You can just play these games without like I gotta gotta purchase however much it is, and like should you like not enjoy it like how I did with this game,
right?
There's just really no fuss, no muss type shit.
Nice. Yeah, no, right now I'm just trying.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, no. Right now I'm just trying out on PlayStation Now because I wanna eventually get to the Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. But
Yeah,
that's what I'm on right now. Like, you know.
Yeah, I have problems with that streaming stuff.
The streaming
only
shit
been,
was
only been able to
funky.
stream PS3 is kind of whack.
Shit.
What's Sony doing?
Sony baloney.
Sony baloney fucking up.
Fucking goddamn. But hey, this game looks dope. It's definitely worth a.
Skatebird. It's definitely fun to say. It's a fun game.
Skatebird.
Skatebird. What you playing there, Skatebird?
Skatebird.
I'm playing that Skatebird. My back up.
Bird up.
I got that bird. I'm gonna skate it up. No, yeah, we are listening to the music, but even the menu music was bumps in the whip, so to speak.
Damn.
It's got the music on deck.
Shit.
Anyways, but what else did you do this week?
Shit. Your boy, and we'll probably get into a little more of this, but I completed Super Metroid.
What's a Metroid?
What? What is a Metroid? What's them little bangs over there?
But what year did that come out?
94.
That was a SNES game?
Super Nintendo 94 game.
Oh, I should have. Was that a naming convention for all the games of the Super Nintendo? They're all Super. I know I'm late to this, but I also didn't own one of those little consoles. All Super Mario Brothers, Super Metroid. They're all from the SNES era.
Yeah. They're all from and I guess they're using that like little bit of branding, just like
I know about games, kind of.
I know the way it goes. Yeah, no, but I played Metroid 1. Playing this one, I couldn't be more excited. I looked at it, and it looked pretty similar to like to something I played earlier, you know. So I wanted to give it a try out. It's the first return to this fucking console format because they did Metroid on Nintendo. Then they did Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. Super Metroid, which is Metroid 3, which, again, it's fucking weird, but they go back to a console format. They have the great atmosphere going on, open exploration, meaning you land on the planet Zeeb, so it's the same planet from the first Metroid. And as you progress, there's so many fucking areas, but you zigzag. It's never a linear kind of fucking situation where and it's Metroidvania, right? You don't go through this one thing and you're done. You'll go through it and you'll come back once you unlock more abilities and shit. But
You're never done.
You're never done.
But it's crazy, dude. Like, cause at the beginning, like you have this like blue light that takes up the entire fucking screen. It's just, or like it's a filter, right? It's a tint, and you're going down this what is it called? What was it? Like, I think it's a research center that's just floating. It's a distress signal. You got to go check it out. So when they check it out, she goes down. It's blue. It's quiet. No music. Just footsteps. You know, and it's eerie as fuck. Walking through the little like the lab, you see all the bodies of the scientists. They're just kind of like, they're on the floor, dude. Like they're dead. They ain't sleeping, you know. So you walk through, you find the little Metroid. You get a little a Ridley surprise attack and shit, right? And then you have a little escape sequence, and that's essentially the start of your game. A little taste of like, hey, we didn't let you shoot your bang bangs, but you're gonna come back and you're gonna do your fucking thing eventually with these guys, you know.
You shoot your bang bangs and do your thing.
Shoot your bang bang. But this fucking, what makes these games so fucking, I guess, so wild is there's no real direction. So like Metroid 1, there's no fucking map, dude. You just go and you just have to explore all the bullshit on your own. And with Super Metroid, there's a map, thank God. In the corner of your screen, top right, and then when you press the start button, you see the layouts. But at the same time, like again, everything's up for you to go to explore. There's no, hey, you got to go do this at this time. You got to go. No, you can go and venture out if you're gonna access it or find a way to get in there. It's free game, dude. The bosses are way larger from the first Metroid. The first Metroid, like, they're as big as you, dude. Like, they're not really like intimidating.
Ridley's as big as you.
Yeah, like in Metroid 1, yeah, Ridley's as big. It's like, ugh, like what the hell? And you fight the big brain at the end, whatever. But
You gotta fight Samus Ridley and shit.
Samus Ridley. No, but this shit was real fun, dude. Like I've never played the Super Metroid. Like it's challenging, but with the Switch you can kind of rewind and go back, and then seeing other people's playthroughs where like, hey, this is where the energy tanks are. This is where the more missiles are at. You know, I took advantage of that. So then every time you show up at a fight, you're well equipped. You're well equipped, and you can rewind with the Switch. It makes it a lot more of an enjoyable fucking process in completing this thing and having fun with it, as opposed to like, oh shit, I gotta load up from my start point and do all this shit all over again. Like, you become a master of the path and the specific, like, you know, the specific rhythm of the gameplay, but at the same time, like, shit, there's a bit of like ease with this Switch version. The controllers are a little funky, dude, but You know, it's more space pirates. They come back. They're rebuilding everything on this fucking planet Zeve. So Mother Brain's behind this again, you know, and it's
Mother Brain.
You know,
how you doing, Mother Brain?
How you doing? It's fun as shit, dude. I wanna, what's it called? I'd recommend this to anyone who likes these Metroid games and hasn't tried them out. Like if you liked Fusion, you haven't played fucking, you know, the older ones.
What game?
Yeah, what game? What did you play? But no, you know what I mean, like there's like Zero Mission, like these 2D Metroid games were fun as shit, dude. Like,
the baby,
yeah. When I saw no bullshit, when I saw Metroid Prime, dude, like it's 2002. I think it came out just a year after Halo. But when I saw that, I was like, well, it's not Halo. I feel like Halo, like that's a lot more enticing than Metroid Prime, and like I feel like I overlooked that because it was presented as.
I can't go shoot bang all the time.
You know what I mean? I was just like, ugh.
I can't hit him with my blaster.
I was a dumb fucking kid, dude. So you know how I go. But it's just, like I said, this game's super fun, dude. Like it's you got a lot of abilities. The bosses aren't too hard in this. You know what's a bitch is probably going zigzagging back and forth and trying to find this and that, dude. But at the same time, like the introduction of the map, like it's the first of the series, and it's like it makes the game that much more enjoyable, you know. So, I mean, if you're on this Metroid run, or if you're thinking about playing it, or you know, with Metroid Dread coming up, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a classic for a fucking reason. So much fucking music too. Like there's this like jungle beat, like it's just, dude, like there's.
Going to Six Flags?
It's kind of like that. It kind of feels like that, dude. But hey, dude, like that fucking. The fucking composers. It was two of them. It was Kenji Yamamoto and Minyako Hamano. These two fucking individuals put together one of the greatest fucking soundtracks, I feel like, in this Nintendo fucking world. You know, I don't know about, let's say, Sony and Microsoft, but like this game, this shit, like it's well put together. Every fucking thing, every suit, every fucking ability, like holy shit, dude. Like there's so much that you can do. You have like a fraction of your ability to start, obviously, and once you get everything, dude, like the world is yours, and there's no greater feeling, dude. Like especially if you're a fan of this shit. Hey, dude, that's your boy with Super Metroid. You know how I do.
Super Metroid. I want to talk about a little something a little separate to Metroid, because I saw you play it a little bit. I actually did not know that Nintendo Online had a rewind function, and I'm a little disturbed by that, if I'm being real. You know what I mean? It's just because it's not like a get good thing. Like you're what is it? What's it called? You're not playing the game, but it is kind of like we talked a little bit about during Saucer about how in some Scandinavian countries they had a law for this is how the auteur intended the movie to be viewed. Oh yeah. And I feel like if there was a law for games, this rewind function separate from games would violate that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, that the rewind function. I understand why it's there, but like, damn man, if you can't play the game, it's like why play Metroid then? I feel like, because there was a bullshit Games Radar article I read about this topic, and he kind of framed it like an asshole. It was kind of framed like, oh, I wish I didn't teach my son about this because he's gonna assume life has a rewind thing, and it's like, fuck, that's such a stupid like premise to put it on. But his central idea of because she tried to like I killed my child's resilience to life, and it's like, no,
right?
He should have just kept with the frame of like, because he started out with, I killed his resilience to games, like the challenge of it, and like I feel like he should have ran with that a little bit, because I feel like you were saying like the perfect run, like where's the satisfaction in like, oh, I beat it when, like, I don't know, you rewound a bunch. That's just me. What do you think?
I think the rewind feature is cheesy, but at the same time, the creator restore point that was introduced with the Wii U, which is continued with this like the Switch online system, you can create like a suspend point, so you can basically create a save and then go into a function. I think like it's fucking stupid, but at the same time, thinking about like games where like a Resident Evil 1 where you can get stuck and get fucked and like, well, you have to start the game over. It's
I mean, but that's gaming though, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like if I was like, could I cheat if I could cheat the game, would I? And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would, dude. I feel like, I don't know. The times where I died to that doggo like 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
or that's the game though. You gotta like,
Right.
trial and error. Like that's gaming to me.
Yeah, I mean I feel like this, dude. Like with rewinding, like it's one specific thing where like cheat codes are like completely game breaking. Like they're everything's a part of the game. You know what I mean? And the cheating can definitely like again like everything that was difficult. Like say you missed the train, CJ. Like if you can like
I mean, but
you know what I mean?
San Andreas is a bad example though, because if you
can't
save with those cheats, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
People will commit suicide.
Yeah, but like if you like on PC, if you're able to just do some bullshit, you can like skirt by everything. And I mean mods are technically like you're ruining the pure intention of the game.
Yeah,
and
but
mods like
I feel like mods in their context though, it's like I've played vanilla Skyrim so much. I played it for like 3 years. I know all the content in the game, and like, and I want to experience more of it, and that's where mods come in most of the time. Some people jump right into mods when they get a game, but I feel like the kind of, I don't know, the traditional way of approaching mods is like their post vanilla game experience kind of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of the game that takes away, I guess, anyone's genuine fucking attempt to complete the game and anyone's genuine just 100% completion. But even for me to look up like playthroughs and like see that, that's also like skirting by the gaming experience. But I feel like it's something, you know, I feel like we all do. Like I don't feel like less of like my gaming ego isn't diminished. Like, oh, I'm not a good gamer. It's like, hey, fuck, like I want to enjoy the game, play the game. If this is what I have to do to in the grand scheme of things enjoy more games and play more games and finish them, like fuck it, that's what I'll do. I want to.
But does it not kill the tension of it? Like, is there any consequence to mistakes anymore?
Right.
That's what I'm asking.
Right, for sure. Like it's definitely like, you know, do you abuse it or do you not abuse it? With me, like, you know, there are certain things where I was just like, look, fuck this shit. Like, meaning like a jump. Like, I literally rewind. Like, I was up here. I'm just going to rewind to, like, right here so I can get it. Like, clearly I'm falling apart, like, on these fucking invisible, you know, these invisible breaks that are just, you know, they crumble or whatever this shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But with those specific moments, I'll be like, fuck it, dude. Like, I don't want to go back to the save and do all that bullshit. And, like, I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like I played other games without the rewind feature, and, like, it didn't make me any better of a gamer. Like, it's just like a thing I utilize, but I understand, like, it can definitely ruin it, but at the same time, when the Switch...
Can you picture Lil Miyamoto crying above your shoulder, like, he's playing the game not as intended?
Yeah, and the Switch is, like, it's intended for, like, a youthful fucking audience, dude. Like, look at the games, look at the color palettes, like, just look at the titles, dude, like, and especially even the fucking the quality of the build.
This generation's got it easy. Everybody gets a trophy.
Yeah, you know, I think the save shit is bullshit. But I feel like with Fusion, like I didn't feel.
Yeah, I didn't know about the suspend.
Yeah,
that's another dimension to it.
Yeah, but it's, you know, the shit, like I said, it helped me complete the game, which I'm like I wanna finish the game, and like I can finish it without it. It's just gonna take more time to be like, all right, I have to start here, and like I said, be a master at the whole rhythm of the gameplay. There's an enemy here. All right, I have to press the button 3 times, clear him, then look him up, clear that guy, then do a fucking jump.
You mean like how I did in the game I played?
Exactly. And like I played that game first.
Is there any function in that game for rewind or no?
No. That's just Switch. Fuck. That's just Switch. But I feel what you're saying. Like, you know, it's definitely, it's only 2 minutes of rewinding too. It's not you to rewind the whole fucking game. It's just, hey, what'd you do the last 2 minutes?
I'm saying, but like most mistakes though in games are like, especially on this one, are like, you know, 5 seconds, like maximum. Anyways, you missed a jump here. Maybe you, like, unless you like cheese the boss for like 5 minutes, then it's probably useless to you.
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. It's like, you know, you don't, you know, how are you gonna play this? How are you gonna do this? And for sure, like, you know.
Miyamoto's crying right now, is what I'm saying. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you know, I'm
you're a fake gamer, and it's all good.
I'm aware that it's cheese, but it's also I'm not gonna poo-poo and look down like you're not a real gamer. And like that's the shit.
No, I'll say it. You're not a real.
Yeah, and like that's the same thing where like we're like I think Scorsese said too is like, you know, I want movies to be experienced in the cinema. It's like, well, like I think it's also interesting for like little Mexican kids to experience the cinema in their phones in their fucking room, dude. Like it's
not David Lynch doesn't feel that way.
You know, like it's like on some real shit. Like you want to bring cinema to like all audiences. You don't want to be a purist.
I mean,
like,
that's a different.
You have to watch.
Different conversation to have there in regards to like VHS.
Yeah.
Everybody grew up on VHS, and it's like, you know, it's easier to stay in for a movie than to go out for one.
Yeah, but like it's you know like that whole purist idea. Like I kind of like I stand against it. Where like I don't really buy that. Like movies shouldn't just be experienced like that, because some of the best times I experienced a movie is in my fucking room when I was a little kid. You know, you can't get that. You know, when
I'm
people
not saying
applaud,
how you view it. I'm specifically saying.
Oh no, I'm just saying purist shit though. You know,
but the purist shit would be the movie equivalent would be like, I don't even fucking know what would be the equivalent.
Yeah,
it would be fucking with the movie in a certain way is what I mean.
Right.
I don't know. It's an important philosophical argument.
Hey, the rewind.
We haven't gotten to the bottom of it just yet.
Hey, the rewind's cheese. Ain't no doubt about that.
No,
shit.
I'm not making the assumption that you're like, oh, I'm best fucking Super Metroid player.
No, I mean your boy. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know your boy.
I think that you're used to the rewind. Listen, and the reason I'm kind of angry about it is like, I don't know. I'd feel a way about it, and that's just my ego.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, man. And specifically why I'm like about it is I'd be the first one to fucking use it. You know what I mean? I'd be tempted to use it too hard. And then, like, if it's right up there in the fucking screen all the time, god damn.
Yeah. There's an option to take this off when you play.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, go to the options. Take
they're
off.
Like pedal, they're pushing it off.
Yeah,
come on, homie. It's been a while since you rewound.
Be kind of rewind.
Well, anyway, it's a little rant. Yeah. I'm getting at you. I'll put you on blast.
I'll put you on blast.
I'm putting your gamer card up.
I'm putting it up.
I'm revoking that shit. Anyways.
I'll take a shit on your gamer card.
Since I kind of took away your fire there, did you want to talk about something else you might have done this week?
I think I've. That wraps it up. I think that's what I watched and played.
Oh, you're done?
I'm done. Yeah.
Good God. Well, with that, I only.
It's a lot of Sopranos, man.
I only played one of those. Other thing. Played a little game called The Artful Escape. It's a little Annie Purra interactive game. Very stylish. It's got a. It's a really imaginative game essentially about a little a kid who aspires to be a musician who has to live in the shadow of his uncle, who's kind of a folk legend, and he's living in what looks to be like a mountainous, like very beautiful woodland region, and he's it's the 30th anniversary festival of his. I think it's the 30th or the 20th anniversary festival of his uncle's legendary folk album, and he's kind of got to make a. He's got to basically make his own way. He's kind of dealing with like, man, I like my uncle's music, but I kind of want to do my own like space guitar, opera, anthem shit, and everybody around him is kind of pushing him into folk, and mainly because he looks so much like his uncle. But I don't know, it's a really fantastic game. It's got fantastic little 2D animation going on. It reminds me a little bit of if I had to like put what's the story like. It's probably a little bit of what's that Coen Brothers? A little bit of Inside Llewellyn Davis mixed with that scene in Thor where he's
How
like.
you spell that name? How you saying that? How you say it?
Inside Llewellyn Davis.
Llewellyn?
Llewellyn?
Oh shit! I don't know. I didn't know that's how you say it.
Maybe it's Llewellyn. I don't know, but it's a mixture of that movie mixed with that scene in Thor Ragnarok where he's in the space chair and he's kind of going through the fucking galaxy. And I know that sounds fucking wild, but it is pretty fucking wild. You also got Carl Weathers playing like basically a Rick character out of Rick and Morty. Less raunchy, but he's got like a Back to the Future. Good, great Scott, buddy. We've got some bullshit to do, kind of thing going around. It's pretty good shit.
Shit.
Oh, it's got Mark Strong. It's another edition of Annie Purra kind of putting a bunch of
hey, what else did they do?
Actors. They did 12 minutes. And Outer Worlds.
Oh,
Outer Wilds. I mean.
Oh, Outer Wilds.
Yeah. But it's pretty wild looking game.
That game pops. That game looks like bubblegum right there, dude.
Yeah,
blue
the
and
fucking
fucking
2D animation's fucking. It's wild shit. That game.
Like
They
cotton
got
candy
Carl
blue.
Weathers, Jason Schwartzman, and forget who else, but like they put some voice actors into this game.
Shit.
That was the pay a little bit of it. It's good shit. It's also on Game Pass. Hit that game up. It's good shit.
Hit that game up, don't you know?
But I think that's pretty much wraps up my week here. Just had a bit of a hot take, though I guess we could probably save until our fusion. Oh, what? A what talk? I don't even know what I just said right now.
He said fusion.
What?
Fusion over here.
Stop saying it though. I think we'll move on to the news.
Let's do some news.
Got some news
It's
over
that
here.
news
Welcome
minute.
to that spin. Don't spin it up. I got that spin.
Gonna spin it twice now.
Okay, I think I'll start off with a little story as long as we're talking about Nintendo bullshit.
Let the good folks know about Nintendo.
Hey, they
bullshit.
put some fucking Bluetooth in that shit. Why the fuck didn't do it in the first place? They just added that shit into a patch, man.
Damn.
That's just some dumb bullshit.
Right.
I heard about some shit where like they didn't make the fucking the Wii U have a DVD function until like 3 years after the fact or some
Yeah.
shit. It was always there basically. It just wasn't unlocked. It almost reminds me of the fucking SSD function on the PS5 that they just only took them 6 months to let the people use. You know what I mean?
Bullshit. Bullshit, but
Yeah. How do you feel about this Bluetooth business?
I mean, we can what? Start chats on Switch, or is that where it leads to?
No, Bluetooth is just headphones. It's just there's no chat function that I know of. Somebody joked that like we're gonna find out there was a fucking mic on the Switch, like, right? Like that's when the Switch 2 comes out or some
That'd
shit.
be some bullshit. So what's the Bluetooth feature like? What does it bring then? Just
You use wireless
connectability?
headphones.
Oh, wireless headphones.
Connect wireless headphones to it.
Shit. What game would you utilize the wireless headphones?
I know. This was gonna be a hot take of mine, but handheld gaming sucks. Handheld gaming sucks. Handheld games, good, but the format of handheld gaming is inferior. I'm saying that as somebody who owns a Switch. I'm saying that as somebody who owns a Switch who keeps that shit 98% docked. But anyways, that's my. Do you have anything to add about my hot take?
I mean, I've had the Game Boy Pockets, the Color, the Advance,
Oh
the
shit!
SP.
I'm talking to the wrong guy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I don't know about this.
That's why it's a hot take, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I'm just like it. There's a couple games that definitely brought some of that magic on the handheld. Now seeing what the Switch can do, it's like it brings that ability. Now you can have a quality fucking game in handheld, right? But back then there were some decent titles, a couple of spin-offs. Like I like the GTA like Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. I'm a sucker for them shits. You know, just like I'm a sucker for like the like little Twisted Metal fucking game.
Those games are nice.
Yeah,
They'd
but they're
probably
not-
be better on console.
They're not better than that, but like those games aren't trying to be an at-home console where you can set up. Those games trying to be like, hey, take the shit on the go. The battery lasts you 2 to 4 hours.
That's my first problem with handheld gaming, is the batteries. It was
Yeah.
disposable back in the day. You got the rechargeables now.
Yeah.
But like, what's the longest you get on a Game Boy? What, like 8 hours maybe?
Yeah, that's why people threw their batteries in the freezer, man.
And
Like,
it's like
all kinds of
people,
shit.
there's people that's like they'll just sit near their fucking their outlets with it plugged in, and it's like, doesn't that defeat the fucking purpose of a handheld device?
Yeah.
And it's like that's that's largely why. There's also the fact that I don't know, man. I feel so vulnerable playing something out and about. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Just like you can get it snatched up. there's just inherent like safety, like when you're at home playing it on your home console. At least to me. And it's like, you know, I played Peace Walker on the console. It was a fantastic experience. I can definitely see it was designed for a handheld, but I don't know, man. The Game Boy didn't have a fucking analog stick. A game we're gonna talk about later was birthed on a game without an analog stick, and I might have had some troubles with playing it with an analog stick.
Right.
And I don't know. I just think handheld games. Listen, the games. There's been tons of handheld games that are fantastic. I'm not shitting on them.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying the
just-
format that they're brought to is inferior. That's just me. I know I'm not gonna win you over with your fucking your grandfather Game Boy setup. You got
Your boy run through some Game Boys and shit. That's why I'm like, damn.
stealing other people's PSPs.
They had it coming. If it wasn't gonna be me, it was gonna be someone else. Dude.
This is what I mean, though. This motherfucker coming up with a reason why I don't fucking game in
That's
public.
bullshit. I was just a little shit kid, you know what I mean? That's why.
I'm worried about little shit kids rolling up on
No,
me at the
for
park.
sure,
Like,
for
"Oh,
sure.
you got a Switch? Take your phone. Oh.
I'm going to the park like the commercials.
Yeah, that's another thing. Nintendo's like, play out front, play on your rooftop and shit. It's like, who the fuck has a rooftop party? You know what I mean? I don't game and shit, fool. Fuck you.
No, the game, the thing.
If you had the choice to view the Mona Lisa on your phone or in person, what would you do?
Shit, I mean, I don't have to pay for a plane ticket.
It's a pretty fucked up metaphor. I just thought I'd throw it at you. It doesn't line up at all. Anyways.
Damn.
That's my fucking hot take about handhelds. If you like handheld consoles, you suck.
I'll say about the handhelds, the cons, like you were on them, like the battery life sucks. The screen sucked for the longest time until they actually built a fucking screen that actually
It's a fucking
up.
calculator screen.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
My boy got a T800 on the Wii.
And yeah, I think some of those devices also strained your eyes. So there was just like, there's a bunch of shit to be like, man, you're trading in some shit just to enjoy.
What's
some
that fucking
games.
ColecoVision? The shit, the red fucking VR shit, the early VR shit where people put Kevin Pereira's eyes bled when he played it.
Oh damn!
Not real for real life. It was on the next play bit.
God damn. No, but hey, if you're on the road and you're trying to play a game, you're gonna get dizzy. Like, hey, it's some bullshit. There can be some bullshit, but
It's not the ideal way to play a game. It's not that.
it's like this too. Like if you at home and like say someone has control of the TV and you can't hook up your shit, like a portable little console can like start up the little gaming. You know, the desire and the need, it'll fulfill all that fucking thing just by having control of your own little screen, your own little game, as opposed to like having to clear up space or reserve the fucking TV or a room. But you know, there's some drawbacks with this shit, ain't no doubt. But you know, it has some like you were saying, like there's good games on it. It's been covered.
Right, that was a little rant. Let's go back to the news right quick. Do you have a news story for us?
I got a new story. So Respawn, talking about Titanfall.
What?
Titanfall. So there was like, nah, we ain't gonna do no Titanfall. You know what I
They're
mean?
doing it now?
They're like, there's nothing there. Like some community coordinator, Jason Garza.
So they said there's nothing there?
No, he said the community coordinator was like, there's nothing there. And then Respawn came out on Twitter and they're like, hey, you never know what the future holds. You never know.
So yes.
Titanfall 3. Why didn't they do Titanfall 3 instead of Apex or some shit? Why?
Because life's unfair. I don't know why.
Damn. That to me, like, I feel like the Apex player base could be on Titanfall if they just, maybe if they just focused on that shit. Because Apex
Titanfall 2 still exists though.
It still exists, but like they created this Fortnite competitor basically, right?
Titanfall 2 is better though.
Which?
Titanfall 2 is better.
Oh, Titanfall 2 is better. Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just an interesting game
Everybody picked the right thing is the moral of the story. Pick the right thing.
Everybody picked the right. No, but I know what you're saying, dude. Like Apex and Titanfall 2, they both exist. They can, if Titanfall 2 had the fucking player base, they would have made fucking 3 anyways. But it's just interesting, dude. Like I like Titanfall 2, the multiplayer. I didn't get into the story. If they came out with 3, I'd be like, all right, I'm a little story boy now. But hey, that's Titanfall 3. What you got?
Titanfall 3 be coming. Nah.
Coming?
Hey, we got a pair of delays here. We got 2 delays for games I like. I know you don't give a fuck about them because you suck. Dying Light 2 has been delayed to February 4th, 2022. It's going to pack your month a little February.
It's gonna be packed.
Pack a little month coming up. They got the Sifu, got the Horizon Zero Dawn, got the Dying Light 2 as well. In addition, Battlefield 2042 has been delayed to November 18th. Or 21st, I believe.
Oh, what was the original date?
It's going to be October. October 20th, something?
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's only a month. It's
Yeah.
not big. Neither of them are big delays.
Oh, shit.
But, it's just a little update for those who didn't know. I was like, I wanted those games. I was hoping to play a little Dying Light 2 Christmas, man.
Damn.
And Halo sucked. No, if Halo sucks. I don't know.
Hey, you never know.
Anywho.
Hey, well, your boy got some RE1, not news, but just a remake from this fan named Pero Otoño. This guy Unity Engine remade the game first person visual style.
Put it on the Switch.
Put it on the Switch. It looks really fucking good. So he paid homage. He kept a lot of this intact, but it reminded me of some dude taking the Simpsons Hit and Run and taking some of those features and having to like basically bolster them or find little items on the internet that can replicate like street walk or fucking concrete. Like it's insane. Like the mind.
It's not
of
the
these
remake.
people.
It's the original.
So he's like, he's having this this first person feel to the whole shit. It's like it's not bad, dude. Like it's not bad. I just I don't know what a finished product of this would look like.
It looked like something I want.
But the name Perro Autónimo.
Perro Autónimo.
So like robot dog.
Robo Doggo.
Couldn't read my own chicken scratch, but that's the guy. This dude over here is like he's trying to do some shit with his own fucking creative, reimaginative brain. So. Check that shit out. I love people like this who just have so much love and respect for a game. They put time and effort out of their own busy schedules to create something they fucking love.
Interesting shit. Shit.
I'm glad you know what I'm talking about.
I didn't know what you were talking about. I just happened to find the video you watching right here. I had heard of something like that.
Oh, shit.
Vagaries. Anyways, next story we got. Wife of George Lucas and editor of the original Star Wars trilogy slams Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, saying...
Wife?
Yes, Marcia Lucas.
Oh, shit.
Saying that they don't have a clue.
Oh, damn.
I like how they got the money in there, like, you guys fucking up. You guys are fucking up that thing that you bought from us. That's some baller shit right there.
Yeah, that's some baller shit. But also, like, is it, is his wife kind of stepping up for him? That's kind of interesting. You never would have heard on.
Well, she's got, like, a film career of her own. Mind you, it
Oh,
was,
shit.
I don't know when they got married, so, like, I don't know if she was editing these films, when she was married to him, or, like, it was, like, she met, or, they met in the editing booth or something on some shit.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, like she's had her own career, so like she's like, hey, you guys are fucking up. I edited those original movies. These new movies suck.
Did she really? Shit, that'd be crazy.
Well, she slammed them. She said they don't have a clue. J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. I mean, she ain't wrong.
You didn't like? What's your name?
What's your name?
Ray Skywalker.
Ray Charles Skywalker.
Ray Han Solo Skywalker.
Georgia. as the third sun sets, dude.
Let's just take out fucking the lovely score of Star Wars and put a Ray Charles song that doesn't fit at all.
Georgia.
That fucking I love how they're singing about Georgia on fucking Tatooine.
Yeah, that feel, dude. That soul feel, dude.
Shut up.
This full hate soul.
I hate soul. I hate spirituality. I hate bullshit. Mostly I hate the new Star Wars movies, and we can agree on that.
Hey.
And speaking of Star Wars, well, my last news story is a little Quantic dream may be being tapped for a Star Wars game. We may have a David Cage Star Wars game incoming.
David Cage.
Hey, I put the rape scene in the Star Wars because it make good cinema game.
God damn it.
That's our boy Davey Cage.
That's our boy Davey Cage.
I don't know how he can get assigned a Star Wars game when the dude's been written as a man who left the courtroom crying. Pouting about how people put him on blast for dumb shit he said.
Why they be hating on me?
I just said I don't make games for gay people.
Jesus. Davey Cage at it again.
Hey, but he's gonna make a Star Wars game, so God bless him, I guess.
God bless more melodramatic Star Wars bullshit.
Hey, are you ready for a game about the new trilogy by David Cage? It'll probably be your favorite Star Wars game.
Damn it, dude.
What do you mean you don't like it?
What do you mean you want your money back?
What do you mean you want that money that you haven't spent on it? But anyway, that's Something to look out for, to not buy.
Something to not buy. God
Something to meme on. Welcome to my new talk show. Something to meme on. I'm your host.
Suck, dude. But I mean, all I got right here is well, I got some more. But Koji wanted Hans Zimmer for Metal Gear 2. I know, like he has no attachment to Metal Gear.
I want my cinema games to be more cinema.
I want them. Yeah, I thought it was interesting, dude. So he couldn't afford Hans Zimmer because it was too costly. So he got
Hans
someone.
Zimmer's like, you can't afford me.
Can't afford me.
You Japanese shit.
Come back when you have more money. More money, sir.
No, but Harry Gregson
I don't
Williams.
know if Hans Zimmer sounds like John. I'm pretty sure he sounds like what was it? When the Hut suck. Oh, I make the Grizzly Man. When Hut suck.
Yeah, but he got a dude that studied under him, dude. He hired him for Metal Gear Solid 2. Went on to make some iconic and memorable melodies. You know, Hans Zimmer did compose video games like
Modern Warfare 2.
Exactly. So, obviously with Williamson, he had a bit of the jungle inspiration theme for the third one. So, he like I said, it wasn't like a sour fucking relationship. It's not like he fucking, it's sour grapes or he wished he worked with Han. It was just an interesting tidbit, dude.
I wish you were Han. Why can't you play music like Han?
Put on this mask and talk to me like Han.
You put on Hans Zimmer's cologne right quick. Don't ask me how I know what he wears.
No, but the other shit I want to talk about is Nolan switching from Warner's to Universal.
Who?
Christopher Nolan, man.
Chris Nolan boy?
He ended his partnership.
A little Nolan boy.
Yeah, he's
Are
like,
they gonna they gonna fund his IMAX movies all the way now?
I guess so.
I shoot all IMAX.
All the way, all the time.
But you're doing a character study that takes place. I do all IMAX.
But that fucker, like I said, he left tired of Warner Brothers streaming bullshit, tired of how fucking Tenet was played, so he went to Universal. HBO already is doing a new thing for next year, right? 45-day window.
HBO's doing it. HBO is doing a new thing.
You know who's doing it?
Yeah,
Who's doing it? Leonardo's it? Nah, that's
Leonardo. What's up, motherfuckers?
Where's my money? But hey, it started with 2002's Insomnia. 20-year partnership just ended. Quoted as worst streaming service, but that's our boy. The other thing I want to talk about right here is Tina Fey Mean Girls musical. I know you don't like musicals, but Tina Fey's Mean
Hey, you
Girls.
don't like musicals either, motherfucker.
I don't like them like that, but I'll check out a couple.
A
But,
full Love West Side Story.
yeah, fucking West Side Story.
He dance fought me last week.
What else? What else was that? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Is that a musical?
I don't care. Sing in the rain.
I don't care. No, but the Mean Girls movie's funny. I don't know if you ever seen it. She wrote and starred in it, dude. So I thought it's interesting. Maybe if they played some of those characters and brought new people, it'd be interesting. But
I still gotta watch Mean Girls. I know some of the quotables. I've never seen the film though.
yeah, it's not bad. It's a funny.
Good for you, Glenn Coco.
It's a funny movie, but like it's just interesting. She's chasing this musical adaptation. I think she tried it out like a couple years ago, and now she wants to go.
She hooked up with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna have that full in there. But the last piece of news I wanted to talk about was the Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth, directed by Joel Coen.
Weird. Only one Coen brother.
Only one, dude. Like the other guy doesn't want to make movies.
Is the one married to no Francis McDormand directing? Joel?
What? They're married?
One of them is
What the hell?
You never knew that?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, one of them is married to Francis McDormand.
Holy shit.
I don't know who though.
Which one are you going, boys?
The scraggly one.
This guy. But like, it's weird that like we talked about Wachowskis, and now we're talking about Coen Brothers, and like
they race switched the Macbeth role, bro.
Yeah, that's secondary. I just thought it was more interesting that like Joel was going this alone, and like I didn't know like the other fool was like,
I'm sick of your movie
out.
films.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna write novellas. No, I don't know what he's doing. And the other one was a writer, I think. Maybe he's gonna write more. I don't know. Maybe he's done.
Maybe he's done. But on the most uplifting news of all, Nicky Cage, he said he's never gonna retire from making movie films.
A fool gonna die on the set.
gonna die on the set. But on doing interviews for The Prisoner of Ghostland, I think it looks pretty interesting, dude. But whatever. That's our boy Nicky Cage. Never gonna leave us alone. Never gonna give us up.
Never gonna give us up. Never going to surrender.
Don't you know? And that's been the news.
What you know about news? I know a little bit about news.
No little stuff.
But anyways, we were just some picks this week, like we do every week. Try to take over the world.
We on them picks, don't you know? We on them picks.
And we're gonna start out with a movie or movies. What did I recommend you see?
This fool recommended me to see fucking Babe, A Pig in the City.
Hey, hey. Blue moon, on me steady low. So how did you like Babe?
Francis Ford Coppola's Babe in the
Did he fucking do Babe?
No, I wish.
I made a mistake last week. Godfather 3 was 91. It was 90. It wasn't in the 70s.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Pacino got a little raspy voice in that film.
Oh, shit. That's some years, then, between 2 and 3.
Yeah. It's like almost 20.
Why the fuck would I go back? Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it.
Maybe because he stopped making good movies. No, I got a lot of respect for Coppola.
Yeah.
Anyways, what movie were we talking about?
Apocalypse Now. 1977?
79.
79's Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. What you know about it? Hey, 3 of them. Regular cut, extended cut, and the Heart of Darkness doco feature.
The Redux cut is extended, is what it's referred to.
Redux, don't you know?
It's French, don't you know?
I got the Redux in there. No,
but
but
anyways, what did you think of it? It's a shitty movie, right? Movie set.
I do like I've never like I always thought about Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, and Apocalypse Now as like those old like wartime movies that are showing like the gritty side of fucking.
Hold on, before you get into that, let me interrupt you again. Fuck what you're talking about.
This fool, I'm gonna smack this fool in the mouth.
No, I got some interesting opening questions here.
Get that shit.
What order did you watch the 3 in?
Oh, which order?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I watched the standard, then Redux, and then Daco.
That is the correct order. But it was good to know. Now a more substantive opening question: did other media parodying this film, like The Simpsons or the production of this film, like Tropic Thunder, ruin the Apocalypse Now experience for you at all? Or was it just kind of a thing where you're like, I know where that's from now, kind of thing?
I don't know. See, and that makes me want to look at Tropic Thunder. It's like, well, what the fuck, like, what were they picking up? What were they picking out with this movie? You know what I'm saying? But none of that fucking occurred or disturbed the fucking viewing experience. Apocalypse Now, God, man, dude, like I've heard so much about you never make a political movie, you make a movie political, and it's like this fucking movie right here where he's like, I don't want to jump too ahead of it, dude, but he's like, this isn't about Vietnam. This is
that's
Vietnam.
a quote from Heart of Darkness, right?
My fucking word,
Opening quote.
Opening quote, and I Coppola like.
Coppola on the ones and twos.
Coppola on the ones and twos. This movie, like, it just opens with this exterior shot of these palm trees, right?
It's just very serene. Oh, this is lovely.
Yeah. What a lovely.
Oh, but there's helicopters. What's that yellow smoke going off there? That's a little eerie. Hey, this song is a little intense, you know.
What is this? This is the end song playing.
The Doors. That's a little ominous. This is the end. And then what happens to the trees?
Fuck, they get clapped.
They get clapped.
Them trees get
okay,
clapped.
there's no drama. Nobody unloads on him with an Uzi, man.
We didn't see the same movie, dude.
You saw a different cut. They get fucking napalmed and shit.
No, they get blown up, yeah.
And then we got just a bunch of lovely little crossfades to Martin Sheen in a fucking hotel room, and the dude's looking distraught.
Yeah, he's just losing himself to his darker side. Just kind of.
There's like a fan that's mocking a helicopter blade.
Yeah, dude. That shit, I like that shit. It's just it's. How would you describe that shit?
Symbolism, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, it's
leitmotif.
It's real fucking nice because, like, again, he's in this room, and there's a line later on in this movie that's telling you everything that's going on in this fucking room. Like, you don't really fucking leave. So, like, this dude's just he's
what
there.
What do you make of the Max Payne narration?
Yeah, the narration.
Saigon.
That shit.
Shit, I'm still only in Saigon.
I think. I mean, we won't.
That fool graveled his voice up. So.
You think so?
I think so. Because we saw how Martin Sheen talked.
Ah, that's true.
You see him like between takes. He's just like good old wholesome boy, drinking himself. I think we want to talk a little bit about like the visuals before we get into the production of it. I think we would just like pop in with like the Hearts of Darkness bits as we go down
for sure
the ship. But like, so he's in his hotel room, and he's going fucking mad. Yeah, motherfucker's like karate chopping mirrors, bleeding for real and shit.
Yeah. He's like I said, he's just losing it, and he eventually has a couple men come up to his door after he cuts his hand, puts his blood.
He had a line there though, which was kind of important to his character. But, I hardly said anything to my wife until I said yes to a divorce, because this is his second tour, and he had gone home, and he'd been like, he said something along the lines of like, I don't know, it's every time I think I wake up, I think I'm back in the jungle, type shit. You know what I mean? Like when I was there, all I could think of was getting back into the jungle. Yeah. Some Hurt Locker shit, basically.
Basically, yeah. Shit, that's true. That's true.
Good shit there, but yeah, we got a little bit of fun. But how about the editing before we get into the gentleman coming up the stairs, man? The fucking crossfades. You got the fucking. This is the end user going crazy. He's fucking like keeling over on the bed and shit, crying. Yeah. Bearing his goddamn soul.
Shit. He's like I say, he's just losing it, going to that dark side of what's been going on in his fucking mind, drinking, punching the fucking windows, smearing the blood on his face.
Yeah, dude, he fucking looks primal, dude. Yeah. How about I got a lot of respect for Francis Ford Coppola making this movie. I have a lot of respect for Martin Sheen, dude. Yeah. I for fucking allowed a very vulnerable moment to be captured on film.
Yeah, that's true.
That Heart of Darkness shit.
That's true.
Because I understand he was just, I don't know, dude. He just got drunk on his birthday and like, I don't know, started thinking about off shit. Yeah. But anyways, we were saying two military men walk up to fucking. We get some rare humor in this. There's little bits of humor sprinkled in, and we got some in this interaction coming up.
Yeah, where he's like, these two fucking walked into my.
Everybody gets what he wants. I wanted a mission, and for my sins, they gave me one. Brought it up to me like room service. Yeah. It was a real choice mission, and when it was over, I never want another. Yeah. they walk in. He kind of just like sits in his bed and he's like, yeah, this is kind of nodding. Hey, buddy, you gonna shut the door?
That shit's funny.
What's the charges? The fool got an obvious guilty conscience and shit. And then they will ask him to get a shower and he's like, keels over a bit. And then you get the line, Dave, come here and give me a hand. We got a dead one.
Yeah. Throw him in a cold shower, waking him up.
We got a nice little hard cut here with his screaming. Oh! Then it cuts to a helicopter, the little J cut.
Yeah, the little J cut. And you get the whole like debrief.
Han Solo up in the bitch.
Yeah, fucking Harrison Ford. I don't know who else is. I don't know what.
I've seen the old soft guy who talks like this. His methods were unsound. I recognize that guy. I just don't know what else he's been in. I've seen him in something else for sure. He's one of those guys. Shit. Got a weird bug-eyed looking gentleman with a tie on.
Well, probably the most intense stare out of the three of them. Just like, they all have this like the fucking, I don't know what's that guy, the general?
Oh, the guy with the shirt?
No, the guy with just sitting down.
Yeah, I think it is a general.
Right? Like he's just chilling. He just, I don't know, almost like in disbelief, almost like he's not there. He's given this mission again, but he's just like. Fucking like again, like the other guy just. It's almost like he's sizing him up or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they specifically omit some shit from his mission that they let him know later in the film. It probably would have been useful now. Shit. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, but I mean they're debriefing him. They're telling him that you have to locate. Huh? Oh, briefing him. They have to tell him to locate, infiltrate, and exterminate. The target, and they start to play the
Colonel Kurtz. Yeah, they got his tape here. I watched a snail crawl along the edge of a straight razor. Yeah. That's my dream. It's my nightmare. Crawling, slithering on the edge of a straight razor and surviving. Fucking Marlon Brando, dude.
Fucking Marlon.
It wasn't worth $3 million, but at least he put in some fucking work. Some, half-heartedly. Some places.
He was kind of fucking bullshit.
Yeah. We got a fucking another line here from a little moment of levity, a elongated pause after they tell him he's crazy. From Willard, he's like, "Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Obviously insane."
If you eat this, you don't have to test your courage again.
The fucking shit. He's out there operating without any decent restraint, totally beyond the pale of any acceptable human conduct, and he's still operating in the field, commanding troops. That's pretty frightening, though, when you think about it.
For sure.
You kind of see why they're gonna murder him. I got a lot of quotes here. I'm probably not gonna do all of them because there's a lot of fucking monologues in this.
Yeah,
book.
there's a lot of shit.
But yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, that was great. But like the fucker, they end that scene with this dude kind of like looking over, and then the camera pans over to the fucking window. Is that just like his mind's already gone? Like his mind's already like he's already there, kind of shit. Like
Well, he wants to get out to the jungle, and he's like, "Oh, fucking, you give me a mission, let me go."
just ready to fucking leave.
Yeah,
Looking for the opening.
I think so. I mean, there's a lot of ways to take that. But
Sure.
his methods became unsound. So Willard boards boat, Ponder's house would be the first American he's ever killed.
That's right. Then we get the team introduction with Lance the Surfer, Bubba, or Clean, however you want. 14
Clean.
years old?
Clean, yeah.
14
Yeah.
years? Jeez.
Little Lawrence Fishburne?
My
That
word.
fool looked like a little kid. Hey, yo, Vietnam must have been fun as shit, man. Shit, man, I knew this guy who came back. Man, all he does is smoke dope. He said, Vietnam, best thing for my ass.
Fucking Chef and Chief, right?
Yeah.
Chief Phillips?
Chief, he was G. Phillips.
Chief Phillips, yeah. And then, you were talking about the voiceover narration.
Oh,
and-
shit. Charging a man with murder in this place was like handing out speeding tickets to the Indy 500.
That shit was good.
We got a nice little quote here. Yeah, the crew was mostly kids, rock and rollers with one foot in their graves. God damn.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell. Willard opens up Kurtz's dossier. Clean dances to Rolling Stone over the radio while Chef cheers him on, and Lance water skis out the back.
Yeah.
Fucking Chef, rock out, Bubba!
No, there's a satisfaction fucking thing too.
Looking good shit.
That shit was good. Yeah, like the team chemistry. I like those. I like those scenes a lot, dude. And that's why I appreciate the extended cut. The Redux. It's just more time with them and more time with fucking. We'll get to that.
A little quote here from Willard. He's kind of talking about how they thought they handed him the wrong dossier. He's kind of going into detail about Kurtz's his time in the military and how he was being groomed for one of the top spots.
Yeah.
And how he chose to join Airborne at age 38 and shit. And he's like, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah. Next closest to him was 19-year-old?
Yeah,
Airborne,
half his age and shit.
My word. But yeah, Harvard fucking master's degree or a fucking PhD, some bullshit.
He joined Special Forces in 1966. Then we finally, the boat comes to, they see smoke on a coastline and discover it's their escorts, the aircraft, first of the 9th. But they were supposed to be waiting for us another 30 kilometers ahead. Well, Air Mobile. Those boys just couldn't stay put.
Then we meet the fucking colonels, no?
Well,
the colonel.
We got a couple ways to go before we get the colonel. But this is also the first instance in which we get some differences between both cuts, both of the theatrical and the Redux. This is kind of when they start splintering a little bit. Got a quote here. First of the 9th was an old cavalry division that cashed its horses in for choppers and gone terrassing around Nam looking for the shit. They'd given Charlie a few surprises here. What they were mopping up here now hadn't even happened an hour ago. And we get a couple fucking Alfonso Cuarón-esque tracking shots of he's just walking along and it's fucking chaos, man.
Shit, yeah.
Fucking. So the introduction of Kilgore in the theatrical cut is just kind of he turns around and he's there, and whereas in the Redux cut there's a fucking helicopter entrance. He climbs off the bitch. He's like, give me an airstrike about 100 miles back. I kind of like that introduction a little better, for
Hell
sure. But yeah, Willard meets Kilgore, who tells him not to stay out of his way until this is done. Fucker hands out death cards right after that. Like, this is really fucking important. I'm glad my mission's waiting for this.
Let's Charlie know, dude.
Let's Charlie know.
Gotta let him know.
He helps a bunch of fucking civilians into a transport vehicle. Almost gets into a fist fight trying to give a dying VC water. I'll kick your fucking ass!
Yeah. Any man brave enough to fight with his guts out
can drink from my canteen any day.
Goddamn right. I like that fucking scene a lot, dude.
He kind of drops the humanitarian act when he learns that Lance, famous surfer, is here.
Yeah, that's true. This is an act of this show.
A little bit. It's a little bit of an act because you look at him trying to give that guy water. He gives him like a gulp and then he fucks off. I mean, the guy's like, you know what I mean?
A gulp was more than enough.
A gulp was more than enough, but fuck, man. Fool was dying. You're gonna fucking bend your knee to give him water. Fucking go full in. God damn.
Lance, the professional surfer.
Like, we do a lot of surfing around here, Lance. I like to finish my operations early, find out the Wing Tao for evening class. Willard watches a Catholic church sermon end as our Father prayer begins. As a tank fires flames into a fucking building, and a cow is airlifted out of the scene.
Yeah.
There's fucking crazy shit going here. Every which way.
Every fucking, yeah.
And then we get like a nice little night scene where fucking Kilgore had a pretty good day for himself. They choppered in the T-bones and the beer, turned the LZ into a beach party. The more they tried to make it just like home, the more everybody missed it. Kilgore had that weird light around him. You just knew he wouldn't get so much as a scratch.
And that's what's interesting when they have that guy on screen, like explosions are popping off.
He's the only one not going hitting the ground and shit.
Yeah, not flinching, not even tripping, and like I don't know, man. Like I thought the movie was gonna be more of Colonel Kilgore.
Hurts.
Oh yeah, no.
More of Kilgore.
Yeah, more of Colonel Kilgore in the movie.
What kind of makes sense when you watch the Heart of Darkness, how they structured it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's kind of like a play on it's obviously Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, but it's also a little bit of the Odyssey. It's got like, you know,
sirens and shit.
Yeah, sirens and fucking one-eyed ogres and shit. Or the fucking Cyclops Kilgore was supposed to be. Willard's like, I think fucking Kilgore makes a joke at Willard. They're all just chilling. He's like, so how about Da Nang now? What happened to your mission? And they all fucking cackle at him. And Willard, without missing a beat, just picks up his map through the beer cans. He's like, listen, motherfucker, we're going over here.
Yeah. And he has to convince him, too. He has to convince him to be like, I want to go over here. He's like, this situation is going to be hairy.
Hey, but they got good surf over
there. Yeah. 6 feet peak.
6 feet peak? Well, why didn't you say so?
I like how that shit is the motivation for this character to be like, we're going to fucking drop you right there.
Talks to Kilgore, doesn't agree with it. It's the hairy LZ until he finds out about those 6 foot peak.
Hey, Charlie don't surf.
Charlie don't surf. Then they fucking, they cut to the morning. Got the air horns playing as they leave.
Yeah.
I guess like a fucking tied over from the old days of the cavalry. They and they roll up on a peaceful little peaceful looking Vietnamese village. So Wagner, Flight of the Flight of the Bikers. Well, we get a nice little perspective of the village too, which is nice. Yeah. Kind of like, that you probably too would grab your AK if you heard some shit like that. Roll it up on you. How come you guys don't sit on your helmets?
Yeah.
To keep from blowing our balls off. Chef takes off his helmet.
Puts it on, sits on it and shit.
Good God. Okay, for the cavalry just wreaks havoc on the village. Fucking just missile fire, fucking savage machine gun fire. Fucking vehicles wiped off the map after a flare goes off, and then the fucking the boat cruise helicopter.
Get it out of here.
Lance, are you all right? Fine. By the way, the boat is called PBR Gang Street Gang. PBR Street Gang is the call sign of the boat. It's fucking Pabst Blue. Oh yeah. Some of the air cav land on the beach, and we get me. I'm in this movie. I'm the guy in the helicopter going, I'm not going! That's me, a boy in Vietnam. Boy, a living example of why they should never bring back the draft. Anyways, so after a GI or cavalry helicopter lands to evacuate some injured friendlies, a VC woman throws her hat in with grenades, takes the fucking helicopter out, and you get a line from Kilgore after fucking bombing the shit out of their village. Fucking savages. Fucking hell, man. Was it?
You talked about how she ran in there with the helicopter with the grenade, blew it up, and then right, and then they chased her down.
They chased her down. They chased her down. Yeah, they put the machine gun fire right up her ass, as they say.
Yeah. Fucking
hell. Kilgore and the boat crew land. Kilgore never ducks a single oncoming explosion.
He's standing tall, dude.
His men try to talk sense into his psychopathic fascination of surfing in a war zone. He orders 2 men to surf a mortar-stricken wave or fight, then discusses the quality of the waves with a much less sociopathic lens at this point. What do you know about surfing, Major? You're from goddamn New Jersey. They got another choice line here. Tide doesn't come in for 6 hours. You want to wait here for 6 hours? The patrol boat gets dropped into the river. 2 of his men are clearly struggling to surf in the water.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. God damn it, don't you think it's a little risky for R&R? If I say it's safe to surf this beach, Captain, it's safe to surf this beach. Kilgore rips his shirt off, claiming he'll surf this beach before calling in for a fucking airstrike. Yeah, I'm glad you'll surf it after the fucking airstrike clears up that fire, you fucker. And we get another Redux change here. He grabs like this woman comes up to him and is like hands him a baby, this like bleeding baby.
Oh, that's
like,
right. That's right.
Like, oh, if I fucking take it, oh, like, go on and get on the hospital chopper with him.
Yeah.
That let's make sure that that's the only change here. But yeah, we got Willard. Wait, we also have another change. Right after he calls in the airstrike, he presents Lance with a cavalry trunks. Cavalry branded trucks. I want to see you do your stuff in them out there. And then after the airstrike comes in, I think the opening airstrike was actually this scene, and they just kind of repurposed it. You know what I mean? We get the line from Kilgore about that smell, that gasoline smell. Smells like victory. And then we get another Redux change, because it just kind of, the movie in the theatrical cut, it just cuts away from Kilgore after that, right after that line, victory. But in the Redux cut, Willard we get an extended scene where the napalm strike ruined the waves, and you got Kilgore going, "Oh man, the wind! It's fucking up the wind! Is it going?" Willard out there going, "Yeah, man, the kid's got a reputation. Boy, can't expect him to ride those sloppy waves."
I'm an artist. I don't surf that shit. I don't surf that stuff.
He's walking away with Lance. You want to say goodbye to the Colonel? Let's get the fuck out of here. And Willard jumps to the boat, then walks back away from the boat, fakes an explosion, takes the fucking Colonel's surfboard, and fucking runs with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that's what the Redux cut, like, it shows Willard just a little bit more of a likable character, and he's just doing a lot for his crew, you know what I mean? Which I appreciate. Like, in the standard cut, it's more like, this...
Well, Kilgore's an ass, but I feel like he's more of a
no, not Kilgore, Willard.
Stock.
Willard.
Oh, Willard.
Yeah, Willard, like, he's stealing the surfboard. He'd do more for his boys than in the theatrical cut, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like he did stuff for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, I like the surfboard, like, it's memorable.
Surfboard!
Just like...
Is that Yonsei?
Yeah, it's Yonsei. Just like the oil barrels later on, like, those are memorable. I like those fucking moments. Like, fuck the theatrical cut, dude. The Redux cut that's the one you gotta watch.
Talking like your boy back when I watched the Redux 10 years ago.
That's how I feel, dude. Like, it was more enjoyable. Like, Sometimes you see that timing, you go, fuck, 3:15, but then you watch them.
This fool hated
that's
Irishman. I want to put on.
No, like that the runtime doesn't scare me, you know. But it's just like when it's oh shit, you know, it's a little different.
So all right, we're gonna go back here to the theatrical yerba here. On oh shit, I've done fucked up and lost my place. Oh shit.
Well, after the captain doesn't flinch, they're like, oh, Buddha time, and then like,
Oh yeah, that's right. They start lighting up back there.
they start lighting up, yeah, and then that fool is just like I think they're talking, and then I think what's that? Willer's just kind of like, you fucking fools, like you don't fucking go back, you know what I mean? You don't just go back and re-enter society like that. It's a little bit more of an obstacle, and like he's just, you know, he closes the fucking door and he lets them smoke out and shit, you know. He's got to do more studying on this fucking Kurtz guy.
Exactly. Someday this war is gonna end, and I'd be just fine with the boys on the boat. They were looking for anything any more than a way to go back home. Trouble is, I've been back there, and I knew that it just didn't exist anymore.
Colonel Killmonger, right? Colonel Killmonger says someday this world's gonna end, and he chucks that shit and stands up. Kilgore, fucking Killmonger. You know how it goes.
Your fucking Marvel bullshit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Kilgore. Yeah, that's his last line in the theatrical, right?
Yeah.
Just someday this world's gonna end, and then in the Redux he appears again. But
He appears again in the very next scene. Let me get the quote here, and I will read it. I will read it as it stands in the film here. I will not hurt you or harm you. I will not hurt you or harm you. Just give me back the board, Lance. It was a good board, and I liked it.
My grandma.
You know how hard it is to find a board you like, and it's just on a repeat. They're having a little bit of shade there, having a little shade from Kilgore's fucking patrol copter. That's what I'm saying about Kilgore. He's in the movie more, but it's like, how do you feel about him turning him into a joke a little bit more? Because like the additions, him getting a surfboard stolen and him pouting over a surfboard stolen, kind of turns him from like, Jesus Christ, this guy shouldn't fucking be handling people. It kind of turns him a little bit into a joke a little bit, don't you think?
I took that as like, well, that character's a little intense,
that
man.
That is pretty intense.
So I didn't.
It's funny to see him.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think any less of that fool. Right? Like, oh, look at this fool's a buffoon now. Like, no, he's just like again, he's that guy. Like that fucking, he's gonna want to fucking surf, want to be dramatic, want to take the baby, want to do, you know, want to be perceived as altruistic, but at the same time still narcissistic and control. Make sure he maintains control. Like, it's, you know, it's a wild balance, you know. But like, you know, see, like again, I'll take that fucking scene too. Like one of these fucking movies, man. 3:15. Hey, I'll take them.
This fool hate those movies.
No, I mean this between the standard. Like, I'll take the 3:15. It's just nice.
If that's how Kilgore fought the war, I began to wonder what they really had against Kurt. It wasn't just insanity and murder. There was enough around going to. There's enough of that around to go around. I fucked that quote. So, yeah, when those crew in the theatrical cut, the crew stop under shade without the patrol thing, but they do get off it to retrieve mangoes, which I question if Chef even knows if fucking mangoes grow in Vietnam. He doesn't sound certain. And he's like, there's got to be a mango tree around here. Why? Because you said that shit?
Well, I thought that fool was like toked up and he's like, let's go look for mango trees. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just like, you know.
Like, there's just a fucking fruit store out there.
Yeah. I always felt like that fool was just stoned and a bit like fearless in that moment until
the tiger comes out.
Yeah, until the tiger come out.
By the way, fucking Forrester, I believe was his name, the actor there. We told a story in Hearts of Darkness how, oh yeah, they brought in this couple from Texas. Well, they brought in the tiger, and the dude had scar tissue all on the right of his face. Cut to footage where he's explicitly not showing the right of his face.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, oh, Ramsey's very hungry today, Mr. Coppola. Well, he hasn't eaten in a week.
Yeah,
it's like, I wouldn't fucking go anywhere near a tiger that hadn't eaten in a week, man.
Shit, dude.
Fuck that noise.
Shit.
So many ways that could have gone wrong.
Yeah. This fucking scene when he runs back into the boat. Goodbye, tiger. Hi, tiger. Goodbye, tiger.
Never get off the boat. Never get off the boat. Never get off the boat. Absolutely goddamn right. Not unless you're going all the way.
Didn't know that fucker changed his name. It's not even Martin. It's like,
what's up?
Like he changed his name.
Who changed his name?
Martin Sheen.
What do you mean changed his name?
Like his name was like
Marty?
like Martin Estevez or some bullshit like that. Like, you know what I mean? It was like a more of a...
In that movie?
No, just like in real life, dude.
He didn't change his name, did he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not Martin Sheen anymore?
No, like when he was born, he wasn't Martin Sheen. He was like, you know, his original name.
Oh.
So like, you know, he put on one of them like Bob Dylan names. You know, I'm gonna create a name.
Ah, that's fine, no. He got the good name.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just interesting.
He's a good
like,
man.
A lot of people, like, you know, recreate themselves in that way, you know?
Hey, if he can be the best Martin Sheen he can be.
This one, I want to be the Sheeniest.
Alright, while Willard admires Kurtz's decision to join the Green Berets and running an obstacle course, he also notes that Kurtz knew he wouldn't be able to make a rank past Colonel for his decision to transfer. He must have thought he was some far-out old man humping it over that course. I did that when I was 19, and it damn near wasted me. A tough motherfucker. We got Willard remarks on Operation Archangel, where Kurtz utilized old forces all on his own. He received no official clearance. He just started up and did it. What balls. They were gonna nail his ass to the floorboards for that one. But after the press got a hold of it, they promoted him to full colonel instead. Ah, man. The bullshit piled up so fast in Vietnam, you needed wings to stay above it. And then we got to the crew coming up. They hear drums, and then come across a well-lit GI concert stage in the middle of the jungle. Perplexed, they pull up to the dock, and they haggle for resupplies. After walking through a well-stocked merchandise place, including food, booze, bikes, Captain Willard practically has to shake the gasoline out of an upselling store clerk. Desk clerk. He tells them about the Playboy Bunny show that's happening tonight, for which the stage was erected. And then, how do you feel about that scene? It's just like, God, he has to like choke that fool out. You remember having to choke that fool?
He chokes them out when they're looking at the Playmates?
No, when they arrive to the shit and they're trying to get gasoline.
Who choked out who?
Willard choked out that guy. He choked out the guy. He was like, yo.
Oh, that's right. When they stopped. Yeah,
Damn, fool,
right,
did
right.
you watch this or not?
No, I did watch it. I was just like, what the fuck is... No, yeah, you're right. When he's like, oh, here's the bottle for your trouble, sir. You know, that kind of shit.
Hey, boy, here's some drunk shit for you.
I mean, I'm sure, like, that dude's just... I don't know. He's got to be zero-in on that fucking mission, and you keep coming on these, like, these obstacles that ever fucking come, and then you have the bullshit going down with your crew. But... I mean, you got an assassination mission. You're not gonna be like easy fucking going loosey goosey kind of shit.
Hey, you're gonna be happy all the time. What do you say?
It's kind of sing song.
A helicopter slowly glides down to the stage. Crowd is disappointed when a skinny man emerges from the helicopter first. The man yells past the first few boos to introduce the Playboy Bunnies, who do like a little sensual, sexy dance. The lonely, sex-starved GIs get more and more aggressive and eventually storm the stage. And the bunnies make a hasty exit as the GIs, still gripping the chopper, fall into the river below. Yeah. Charlie didn't get much USO. He was dug in too deep and moving too fast. His idea of great R&R was cold rice and a little rat meat.
This fucking...
He only had two ways home. Death or victory. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, ooh-wee.
The next morning, the boat crew pulls out as the GIs sweep the stage. Chef talks about the odds of meeting his babe, Miss Playboy of the Year. No wonder Kurt was put a weed up command's ass. The war was being run by a bunch of 4-star clowns who were going to end up giving the whole circus away. The boat passes a pair of fellow GI patrol boats. The first of the crew moons them, flips them off, while the second boat chucks a flare or a smoke grenade on the canopy, and it sets fire, and they have to rush that. Man, put that fucking fire out, man! Put the fucking fire out! Put that shit out, man!
Chef just fucking struggling to put it out, dude.
He's got do they only have one extinguisher? They gotta get a couple angles on that bitch.
Shit, dude. Yeah, no, he's just like hitting it from the bottom. It's not even fucking...
It's not the contact point, even. That fool don't know how shit works.
Fucking shit.
Was it the crew mends the canvas with palm tree branches?
Oh, shit.
And again, reading Kurtz's dossier, Wood discovers that Kurtz was winning the war in his own twisted way, and gone off the grid. Only intelligence was for captured VCs. Willard is silently annoyed with Clean's drumming. Chief lets Willard know about his certainty of the destination. Willard levels with him and gives him the destination and tells him to drop him off close, and Chief agrees. I don't think my orders say I'm not supposed to know where I'm taking this boat. I don't. But one look at you and I know it's gonna be hot, wherever it is. Fucking Albert Hall and the ones from Truth. I full know. Willard reads a letter from Kurtz about to his family about killing 4 VC double agents and accumulating proof, and how Kurtz is beyond caring for petty morality. Willard reads this as the boat passes all sorts of grisly sights, such as a group of dead VCs on the shoreline, a freshly crashed helicopter, a friendly boat with yellow signal smoke, and then we get the next big Redux sequence, which is the Playboy. Or they come to this muddy shoreline. They specifically shot this on like a monsoon day. It should be noted. Fucking, they just brought all their shit. Oh, because the set got wrecked, and I think they kind of used it to their advantage. I think. And they come up across. Willard looks at some like raggedy looking GIs who are like fucking with each other, and they just like looks fucking chaos. There's no CO there. And all the PBR boys start giving each other shit. Clean starts giving Lance shit about the condition of his gun. Lance pounces on him, which fuck man, that's the most liveliest I've seen Lance the whole movie.
Shit.
Familiar shady dude asks Willard to come inside his tent. Willard comes back and lets the crew know he bought 2 hours of 2 hours of time with the buddies in exchange for 2 barrels of the boat fuel, which breaks up the fighting real quick. Chief creepily recreates his favorite centerfold with his bunny Miss May mistaking her for Miss December. Clean tries to get a piece, but is shooed away by Chief. Chief's like, "Come on, man!" Miss May loves ornithology and is constantly talking about her bird.
Yeah.
She's a little too much into ornithology, dude. Lance tries to undress the chatty, nervous bunny, who knocks over a casket and severely ruins the moment. Clean gets none of the time with the bunnies. He does get to kill the mood with Lance kill the mood of Lance getting his thing on with a killer one-liner for the ages. Dude. Oh, who are you? Well, I'm next, man. And so there's an argument in the boat in the theatrical cut that we have no context for, because he's like, hey, Bubba, I didn't know where you were cherry for. How about you come to New Orleans? I'll get you fixed up. And there's like a big fucking fight, and Chef is just like, hey man, shut the fuck up, Chef. Stop smoking that fucking dope.
Yeah.
Oh god, that shit was wild, dude. What'd you make of this scene? What'd you make of this sequence?
No, yeah, it's definitely, with more information, it plays a lot better. I like following the crew, especially when they go through it. They're having exchanges. This motherfucker says, "That's when I picked up my iron," and then I flipped it, or he flipped it to rock and roll. Like there's moments like that when it's just the boat crew. You know, it's fuck. You know, like that's exactly what I wanted, and that's exactly what we got with this movie. It's more of a concentration of that group. And
the PBR Street Gang?
The PBR Street Gang. You all know what it is, but this fucker, like,
Lance puts on face paint?
Like, and that gets a carryover from, like, the escort scene, too, where he's having this fucking moment with this girl, the body falls out, then he's still talking to this girl, and, like, the girl's monologues, too, are just, like,
yeah, they were
fucking hell.
They were having a moment too where like the body fell out, the moment was ruined, he wasn't gonna get it, and then he kind of was piecing it back together, and they were both kind of like, you know, they were having that chemistry. And then fucking and then Clean comes along. But yeah, she was asked to do some raw shit.
Yeah, but like I like those 2 monologues where like this one girl is just kind of like you said, like she's just kind of talking about her fucking birds, and like then
she's like likes getting banged by a bird. From what I discovered, it's like what you hear about horse girls. There's like a physical connection to horses, given you know you're riding them and whatnot.
Yeah,
and like,
dude. My word.
Yeah. That's don't look out for horse. See it. If you're in high school and the girl's got a fucking horse on her behind her, fucking go the other way.
But that other girl too, though, she was just like, they told me that like I can be someone and all this kind of shit, and like, fuck, dude, like again, this just, I don't know, that speech is like, how is someone getting it on with someone when someone's just like, I get the urge and shit too, but like this girl, like, she's been bearing her soul, and like no one really listens, no one really loves, you know what I mean? And that's,
I mean, but on the
one of
same
those
time, is it not?
monologues, dude.
Are they not? I mean, it's fucked up for sure, and like they shouldn't do it. But is it not their ticket out of there?
no, for sure, no, you got it.
I assume they're getting the fuck out of there once they get that gas.
No,
for the
sure.
chopper.
For sure, it's just, like I said, it's just one of those monologues that like I've never seen, you know, a woman have to pull that off while she's being undressed, like, and
Yeah, it's a little too casual for Lance.
it's a lot. And, well, yeah, it's a casual, but it's also like, I don't know, it's powerful, dude.
It's some shit.
Yeah.
Then we get so Lance was putting camouflage on, and they ask him, "Hey, why you?"
And he keeps it on.
Why are you putting that camouflage on for? So they can't see you. Fool, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And then we get a scene that Francis Ford Coppola let the actors come up with, which should give you an idea of how much fucking time they wasted over there.
Shit.
It's a good scene, but like, goddamn, dude, like, when do you ever see like actors being able to choose like scenes? And so you got this sampan massacre scene, which Chief notices a boat basically, and he orders the men to on mounted weapons, I believe Clean on the 60, and then Lance on the 50. When Willard asks Chief, he tells them that they're doing a routine check of the boat, which Willard advises against. Chief checks up on him, telling him that it's his boat, even if it's your mission. They stop alongside the boat, and Chief orders Chef to he orders Chief to begrudgingly. He orders Chef to begrudgingly check the boat. He kind of like checks the papers first. He's like, yeah, the papers are fine. The papers are fine. He's like, there's nothing on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chef is already pissed off when he's checking the boat, and so when he goes over to a container, he's kind of ripping the boat apart. He's like, they got nothing. They got fucking rice, fucking veggies, and he goes over to one thing, and one of the women make a move. One of the women boards the boat, makes a move, and Clean unloads first. And then everybody just fucking unloads on the whole passengers of the boat.
Do you think Clean unloads first because he's on edge because he didn't get to be with the playmates? You think like that's what set him off?
Good God.
That's what just.
That means I never thought about it, but I thought he's just on edge because he's fucking far from home.
Because, yeah, for sure. But like that guy's like joking about it and shit, you know. And it's something that was brought up to me while I was watching it with Justine. She's like, man, like, you know, something to fucking think about. Maybe that fool was already like feeling a certain way from being, you know, fucked over in that situation.
So you mean not just like just not doing it, but the argument that took place.
Right, yeah, like everything that's just like it's building up, all that tension and shit, you know. I didn't see it that way. And then she brought that up, and it just made me think like, well, shit, is that what's going on there? Because it's a little frustrating to see that fool take the first shot, and what happens, dude? They lean over to the basket and they pick up what, a puppy?
Yeah. Chef is just all kinds of pissed off. He's like, oh, fucking yeah, just shoot the shit out of all of them. Why not?
Yeah.
Look what she's going for, man. A fucking puppy. Yeah. Then Lance, like they both wrestle for the puppy for a minute. And like, yeah, it becomes Lance's puppy. Chief orders Chef to check out the woman who's still moving. And he says, we're gonna take her to Friendly's. We're gonna take her to get medical care.
Right, that's right.
Then Willard comes by and he says, what are we gonna do? And he's like, we're gonna take her to Friendly's, man. There's something. As he's explaining to her, Willard just fucking puts one right in her chest. And fucking poor Chef. I feel the worst for him in this scene. And he's I told you not to stop. Now let's go. Right after fucking shooting her. Jesus Christ. Ooh wee.
Ooh wee, dude.
There's an eerie golden light post sunset bathes the boat as they travel up Willard, and Willard reflects. It was the way we had of living here with ourselves. We had to cut him in half with a machine gun and give him a band-aid. It was a lie. And the more I saw of him, the more I hated lies. The boys would never look at me the same way again. But I feel like I knew a thing or two about Kurtz that wasn't in the dossier. Interesting shit. Then we got the Dulong Bridge sequence. With crew comes up on a bridge caught in an ever-changing loop of being destroyed and rebuilt. As the GIs and VCs do endlessly desensitizing battles over and over again across the river and shit. Yeah. This fucking scene was just like fucking hell on earth, dude.
Shit.
What did you make of it? There's a lot of fucking set design going on, like a lot of like lights and whatnot.
Yeah, it definitely had, like there's fireworks going off too. On the bridge, shit's on fire. He's like they pull up on the camp and they're trying to find out who's the CEO there.
There's no.
Yeah, the first guy says Beverly Hills.
The group of Beverly Hills, and you're like, what? And it's like a fucking there's a call sign of a name. And then there's like a group of black men who are just like, I think they're just like, it's fucked here. I'm not doing this shit anymore. We're just gonna chill in here while the shit pops off.
And you got a soldier like yelling at the fucking soldier.
Hey motherfucker! You out there?
Yeah. Fuck you, GI.
Fuck you. And they call up the Roach, who is just some dude chilling. He looks like that fool's been there for years. Shit. He takes out this tricked out fucking tiger print grenade launcher. Yeah. He's like, yo man, hey Roach, do you need a flare? Nah man, he's close. He's real close. And he just fucking takes a Hail Mary shot. Fucking takes out that GI, dude.
Noob tubes the fuck out of that guy.
You dropped acid, man? Far out. God, what the fucking worst places to fucking drop acid I can imagine.
Shit.
Yeah, they get mail from a dude when they arrive who's like, they get mail and they get it like updated like papers. And he's like, boy, am I happy to see you guys. Well, I'm going to get the fuck out of here if I can find a way. You're in the asshole of the world, Captain. Yeah, dude, that, so like they talk a little bit about the bridge and they say, oh, they only rebuild it every time Charlie blows it up to say that the roads are open. And shit. And yeah, as they're leaving it, sure enough, it gets blown up again. Shit. And then we get on the next day. Chef is passing out mail. Willard opens up a message from command where they give him mid-mission information that Captain Richard Colby had an identical mission months ago to Willard, and Richard Colby instead chose to join the ranks of Kurtz's army. And he sees a note from Richard Colby that was intercepted. It says sell the house. It's to his wife, and Colby wrote, "Sell the house, sell the car, sell the kids, find someone else. I'm never coming back. Forget it." Forget it! Fucking hell, man. Chef reads the newspaper about the Manson Tate murders and talks about how his lady can't imagine him in Vietnam, so she imagines him at home with a beer. Yeah. Lance talks about Disneyland and lights up purple smoke flare. Hey, look, man, purple haze! Clean listens to a cute, heartfelt message from his mother, which basically puts the target on his fucking head. I can't imagine something more worse for the whole crew to hear. And so they eventually get attacked by VC gunfire. Clean gets cut down, and a Chief takes it the fucking worst out of all of them, man. We've seen Chief stone-faced the whole movie, dude. I think you knew that boy the longest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Boat passes a downed fighter jet. And then we get one of the last of the Redux changes, which the French plantation sequence. Now this was the kind of scene I wanted to talk about with the Redux, just because it's such a out there scene, dude, and it's such a break from all the fucking chaos, a little bit. But after losing Clean, they stop at like a burned out house, and there's fucking like smoke everywhere. And after they search around a bit, they start hearing some French yelling, and Chef is like, "Oh, I'm a French boy," because he's a token New Orleans guy. And like after a brief standoff, they decide to put down their guns. Willard tells them about their recently dead and is introduced to Hubert Demati. And they arrive at his plantation, which has been there for 70 years. We got what do you make of the introduction to this scene before we get to the funeral sequence?
Yeah, because in the standard edition they don't bury him, right? He dead.
I guess they wrap his body up and it's not said what's done with his body.
Right. And then with this one they kind of take a swerve where they bury him, they eat good, and then they start talking.
No, but we're still on the introduction though. We'll get to the funeral and the eating, but just like the scene that's kind of like bathed in smoke, and they stop and they're like, "What?" You know what I mean? It's kind of like, what do you make of it?
Well, like it's like shit. I don't know. It's more honestly it feels the least memorable fucking
Well, yeah,
part
because
of that entire plantation. You know, because once the dinner scene pops off, that's when
then
like
there's some real stuff.
yeah, that's when like
political argument pops out.
yeah, I'm
You fucking American.
I'm being pulled in by the discussion, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
And before when it's meeting up, it's just kind of friendly bullshit, small talk.
They
Hey,
almost fucking
we
cap
bury
one
our dead
another,
here. Yeah, they do. They almost cap one another, but there's an understanding and it's realized pretty quickly. There's communication and that's fucking done. And you know, like the agreements, like I said, we'll bury the fucking guy and we'll fucking break bread and then we'll do what we got to do.
Yeah, they got a nice little French military funeral for him. It's like it's really they go all out. They're not just like I bury him in the back. They put on a fucking funeral show.
Respect the allies. What was the quote?
Yeah.
They expect the allies.
Yeah, we respect the deaths of our allies.
Yeah.
Chef puts a tape recorder on Clean's body before they put him in the
His
ground.
mom's message.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. You think his mom knew just how big of a target she was putting on his back?
Yeah.
I said
That was well intentioned and shit, dude. It's just like, God,
we're gonna get you a car. Oh shit.
Damn.
That's I like her. She wrote the laughs. Ha ha ha. Such a fucking mom move. Anyways, we got a shot of Chef dons his Navy cap, which I thought was like he dons a different cap and he presents Captain Willard with a tattered American flag, which Willard accepts. Yeah, and then we cut to the dinner sequence. First, we get Lance and Chef apparently sitting at the kiddie table. I mean, they act like it. Like, he's supposed to just picking shit on, with his hands. It's like no table manners and shit. Yeah. And then we go over to Willard and a Hubert. And I don't know if it was I don't know what Roxanne's relationship is. She his daughter, or is he like just like, you know what I mean? The girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a niece or daughter. Yeah.
But after asking them where they were, why, man, I can't believe Willard didn't get how this would be offensive. But the question he asked, Willard was just like, hey, so like, why don't you guys gonna go back to France?
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
And they like sets him off. There's like two people that like leave the fucking dinner. You got the fucking sarcastic, Nile-ass accordion player who's fucking playing the Stars and Stripes, Star Spangled Banner and some shit. God damn, it's like just such a fucking intense discussion, dude. But it's like still civil. Yeah. He doesn't like eat. Like, you need to kick him out. He doesn't kick him out of the fucking house, as is his right if he wanted to. Yeah. But yeah, they talk about just the history of France, other places, and how they've lost everywhere else, like since World War II, and like how they're not going to lose this, and like their family's been here for 70 years, and like we fought everybody. We fought the Americans. We fought the fucking. We fought Viet Cong for years. We fought everybody back.
Yeah. It's crazy. He's talking about how the VC was invented by the U.S. and like that whole argument that kind of blows up from that.
Yeah, you guys are fighting for the biggest nothing in history.
Yeah, and
fucking domino effect. The domino effect was kind of nothing. You really break it down.
Fuck.
That's what they teach us in American schools, at least. The domino effect.
Right. And one of the guys that's sitting across from him gets up, breaks a nail. You see the whites leave and the yellows stay.
Oh my god.
That's how he leaves the room too. I'm like, dude, what a visual fucking example, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. This movie, dude, this cut, like, bro, like they're just talking, like sitting, like movies, they're just talking. But this movie, when they're just talking, there's a lot of energy, a lot of tension. There's a lot of visual stuff going on that's, it's appreciated. Fucking...
You don't understand our mentality, the French officer mentality. First we lose the Second World War. I don't say the Americans win, but we lose. Yeah. In Bien Ben Phu we lose. In Nigeria we lose. In Indochina we lose. But here we don't lose. This piece of earth, we keep it. We will never lose that. Never. That's fucking intense.
Fucking intense and passionate about their place in Vietnam, and their land and how they built life here, and like it's intense scene, dude. It's how it go with them shits. It leads to like the U.S. finds a new enemy and the whole like you guys win, right? And it's like almost laughing at that whole American exceptionalism, or like, hey, you win, you make a big show of everything. You
Call of Duty boys.
You Call of Duty boys. You come back. When it's like when there that there's when there was riots and all that shit, soldiers were being spit on, right? It's not like they weren't propped up as heroes and shit. It's difficult, right?
Hubert gets up and leaves. Roxanne apologizes for her family. She recognizes the look in Willard's eyes as the eyes of lost soldiers. Willard refuses booze for the first time in the film. We never talked about how that motherfucker dumped out his canteen and put fucking booze in there. Well,
Oh, that's true.
that's fucking stupid as fuck.
After the Buddha time, he's like, fuck
Yeah.
this. This is my Buddha time, right?
But it's like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. He's gonna need water eventually, don't you think? God damn, dude.
he don't.
He's gonna fucking dry out.
Yeah, he's gonna dry out quick. Hey, were the women sending fake grenades? Is that what it was? What they were saying? Or
What?
they were saying like when you pulled the pen and paper came out.
What do you mean?
Remember when he was like, "Oh, the women," they were sending like, I think they were sending some bullshit. To basically set them up because they weren't for the war. They were for like the Viet Cong. So like they were like sabotaging them in a way.
Oh, the women? Or
Yeah.
Who was the French women?
I think the French women, yeah.
I can't pick up on that.
Ah, shit, alright.
Shit.
Just full roll everything else on the fucking movie. Except
Yeah. What are you not being specific enough, motherfucker?
It's literally that. It's
You
not-
forget small stuff too, Yerba?
No. I'm just fucking kidding with you, dude.
I'm gonna choke you out over here. Well, this is the end of the pod. Anyways, Roxanne and Willard smoke opium, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
While Roxanne talks about the duality of man, one that kills and one that loves. Roxanne disrobes and closes the bed veils around the bed before Willard reaches out through the veil and kind of touches her face. I kind of like that I thought they were going for a big dumb sex scene. I'm glad they kind of skipped it because it's already a long movie and it's like, how the fuck is that going to add anything to the story so far?
That's true.
Okay, so I believe, let me get back to where I was here. So from that, the down fighter jet, the boat passes through heavy fog, and they hear yelling, but no attacking, and Lance yells back. Then the boat gets pelted with arrows. Lance quickly makes one with that fucking hat.
Yeah.
Willard and Chef argue about just the fucking like you did this, you killed Clean. I think the fool's still pissed off about Clean, and he's like, he's really done trusting Willard. And Chef catches a spear, or no, Chief catches a spear. Excuse me. Chief catches a spear to the back, and in his last dying move, tries to strangle Willard. Fucking hell, man. It's fucking hate in your heart to use your last breath.
Fucking spear.
Lance camouflages Chef's face before laying his body in the river. Willard tells Chef his mission, and Willard flips out, of course, but still agrees to go on the boat. That's just fucking typical. Shit! Fucking Vietnam mission. I'm short and we gotta go up there so you can kill one of our own guys. That's just fucking great. That's just fucking great. Shit. That's fucking crazy, man. I mean, I thought you were gonna blow up a bridge or something. Or fucking railroad tracks or something. Nightfall passes. They pass a fucking burning riverside village, dude. Shit is just getting fucked up. They pass a collection of decapitated heads in daylight. We got a quote here from Willard. Part of me was afraid of what idea I do. Part of me was afraid of what I do when I got there. I knew the risks, or imagined I knew, but the thing I felt much stronger than fear, was the desire to confront him. And he's throwing his dossier out. He's like ripping shit out. And he's like, I want them finding this when I get there, and throwing it into the river. Lance is doing yoga on the bow of the ship, and we get one of the shots to me that embodies the Heart of Darkness, which is that shot of where there's a cliffside, and it's that really orange late sunlight, and it's just dark on both sides of the screen, but there's that river there. It's just, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The fucking Heart of Darkness.
Shit.
That's the shot right there.
That is a shot.
Anyways, the boat is greeted by a fleet of boats with a bunch of natives painted in white. I really like that shot there. How they never pull focus to the boats. It's just kind of Willard and oh shit.
Yeah.
They allow the boat passage and are greeted by an eccentric American photojournalist played by Dennis Hopper,
A young Denny Hopper.
who examines the boat and exhibits cult-like manic fandom when discussing the colonel. He constantly has to defend the horrible things he's done to followers. Willard finds Richard Colby with a human scalp pinned to his shotgun. when they find out Kurtz is away, they opt to go and wait by the boat. Zap him with your sirens, man! Zap him with your sirens! Yeah. Well, you don't talk about the Colonel, you listen. The man's enlarged my mind. He's a poet warrior in the classic sense. Sometimes he'll walk up to you and he'll say hello, right? He won't acknowledge you, but other times he'll walk up to you and he'll grab you and he'll throw you in a corner and say, do you know that if is the metal word in life, and if you can keep your head while all about you are losing theirs and blaming you, if you can trust yourself when all men are down you, I'm a small man, I'm a little man, he's a great man. I should have had a pair of ragged claws scuttling across the floor of silent areas. Hey, let me get a picture of you, man. Don't go without me. Fucking Dennis Hopper, dude.
High and low, Denny Hopper.
Oh boy. I like in the Heart of Darkness thing. Like, I wasn't in the best place. My career wasn't in the best place. I was grateful to do anything. Shit. They cut down a half-naked body strung up on the boat. Willard and Chef discuss the sanity of the Colonel. Willard tells Chef to stay out with the boat while he and Lance scout out the place to find the Colonel. Willard tells him that if he's not back at the designated time, call the airstrike. Call in the airstrike. He's worse than crazy. He's evil. Look at what he's got here, man. Pagan idolatry. Look around you. Shit, man. He's loco. What do you think of that introduction to the compound, dude? It's what you've been waiting for the whole movie, dude. Yeah. First time you watched it, you're like, oh, shit. Those fools are fucking around.
Yeah, no, the first time you enter that, or you see them enter that thing, it's I think the thing that takes you away is just Denny Hopper and his energy. Dude's a fucking massive scene stealer, and everything that he's in. I think this and Easy Rider. I think what was it? He's in Speed, right? He's the
the villain in Speed.
Yeah, with Speed, I don't really like that shit. You know.
You don't like Speed?
Speed, like when I see him in his older interview, like I think of that Denny Hopper, like a little more aged out. You know, lost a little bit of that edge.
Like Daddy, that was the best part of Speed.
Yeah, but like there's. Speed's a different movie, but like how he brings the energy in this and like an Easy Rider, like I kind of like that shit, dude. Like there's
the hippie. You like the hippie Dennis Hopper more than you like the villain.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, having the photojournalist come in here and have that manic energy to bounce off these dudes who've been on a boat, who've lost 2 people all fucking ready, dude. It's dope, and I like seeing this fool kind of lead him in and be like, hey, like, this is all right, dude. Let me show you the tips and the tricks to fucking try to enter this environment and see what we got to do and how we got to fucking approach this man, you know, because
tips
he's gonna
tricks, dude.
Yeah, like turn on your siren, come over here, like, you know, don't
look him in the eye now.
Yeah,
he's a great man. Don't mind those heads though.
Yeah, I don't take a picture of this fool. He almost, you know, he wanted to kill me. You know what I mean?
He said it was if I take my picture again, I'll kill you, and he meant it. Willard is surrounded by a large crowd of natives who subdue him while Lance watches idly. And the camera flips over a couple times. Oh! Willard is taken to Kurtz's lair. Kurtz discusses Ohio, gardenias, freedoms, and why Willard is here. Do you think my methods are unsound? I don't see any method at all, sir. And it's pretty good shit. Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier.
A little soldier boy.
You're neither. You're an errand boy, sent by grocery clerks to collect a bill. The photojournalist walks past a bunch of child soldiers and displayed corpses, and to meet Willard, who's been placed in a fucking horrible bamboo prison. It's like you're standing up in it 24/7.
Yeah.
That's some straight torture shit right there.
Solitary confinement, but it's also like, you know, minimized space.
I don't mind the fucking solitary, man, but fuck me, you're standing up 24/7.
Yeah, just reminds me of that Futurama episode where Fry's like boxed up with like the robot, and they're both like standing up like in the fucking apartment trying to live.
Oh yeah. They were in the closet the whole time.
Yeah, and that fool has like he has like a knife and he
fruit?
wants to. Huh?
He has fucking fruit basket in there they never got to.
Yeah.
He gives
clearing his mind, dude.
Gives Willard water and talks to Willard about Kurtz and why he would want to kill a genius. He talks about Kurtz taking a liking to Willard and having plans for him, and then he talks about how Kurtz's legacy will be forgotten without Willard. no, I'm gonna help you. I'm not gonna help you. You're gonna help him. You're gonna help him. I mean, you're gonna say, man, what are they gonna say when he's gone, man? When he's gone, huh? Because when he dies, it dies, and when he dies, they die. What are they gonna say about him? Huh? He was a kind man. He was a wise man. He had plans, man. He had wisdom. Bullshit, man. I'm gonna be the one to set him straight. Look at me. Look at me. Am I gonna be the one to set him straight?
Wrong.
You.
Yeah. Cut.
Chef, was that?
Is that cut to the next fucking scene?
Yeah. Chef trying to shade himself with the rain, remarking on 8 hours has passed. He gets up, makes contact with Almighty using the boat street or call sign. I'm sleeping. I'm dreaming I'm on this shitty boat. Has it been 8 hours?
Sure.
Kurt's
Willard's been there for days, right? At this point, he's already been there. It's not like he was just there for like fucking 24.
He was there a little while, for sure.
Like he's like isn't he like chopping it up with Brando along the way? Like he comes into the cave and he's like, "Hey, we'll discuss more tomorrow" or some shit.
You're thinking of the Redux, fool. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're a bug.
You're not. But aren't we talking about the same moments in time? Where are you right now? Like on the standard cut.
We're talking about when Dennis Hopper's talking to Willard.
Doesn't it cut to
It cuts to him on the boat, and we're talking about and we're
with Chef and Lance, right?
yeah, well, Chef is and then Kurtz walks up to a tied up Willard, and he's in the same camouflage as Lance. He kind of walks up around. He looks at him, kind of like stares at him, walks around him. Then he plops Chef's head right on his lap, and Martin Sheen just flips the fuck out, as you would. And then we have for the following scene, we have the very last of the Redux changes, which is the shipping container scene, where Kurtz kind of just walks in, just opens the shipping container. Kurtz is in. There's like children peering in it, and then they cut to one shot and like Kurtz is among the children, just kind of peering in at him. And he opens the shipping container and then he reads a pair of Time magazine articles about how 2 years ago they thought the war in Vietnam was doing great, was doing wonderful, and there was a quote about like, "Oh, it smells much better over there." Yeah. And then Kurtz kind of wraps up by saying, "Well, how does it smell to you, soldier?" Now, what'd you make of this scene? I kind of think it's expendable.
I'd
like cut it out.
I don't know, dude. Like I want to keep everything just because I want to see the interaction. It's not as simple as like
I think you can get rid of the Playboy shit. Personally, you can get rid of the Playboy shit. You can get rid of the everything in the plantation sequence except the dinner scene.
I don't know, dude. Like, because if it's about Vietnam, like then all that has to be there because they fly Playmates like that. They fucking have these kinds of shows. I
think the theatrical is a lot tighter. So that theatrical is a lot tighter in some ways. I think you can put all the Kilgore stuff back in the theatrical. Leave just the Playboy show. I don't really care for the after stuff because it's like you gotta. I feel like what about the Playboy scene when they're with him? Didn't they already say in like the Playboy sequence when the show was going on? They already ran the theme with like, oh, these men are lonely and they would like they're sex starved and whatnot. And like they touched upon that in the Playboy introduction scene, so I'm like, leave that in, take the other stuff out. I get that Willard's got like 2 good guy moments in the whole movie, and that takes away one of them. But Willard's not a fucking good guy.
Yeah, I think you're undercutting it because the Playmate scene with the first one is just, hey, there's just girls, something to look at. When you flip it and they're Playmates and they're gonna have their relations with them. You also like you get a glimpse into like both of these women's soul, where one of them's like, she's clearly just talking through her fucking traumas and her thoughts and her fucking and her trust in the wrong fucking people and it fucking biting her ass and like people don't love you even like and having that to what's it called? Having that and then the other girl that's kind of just obsessed with their birds and maybe like the obsession with the birds is like
a way of escaping.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way of escaping whatever situation because they're both in Vietnam in that specific moment, and I think both of those monologues and both of those moments like are informative, and I appreciate female characters.
I agree that they're informative, but I don't know. I feel like you have a lot of those both specifically the the woman with the coffin, like she kind of spells it out a little too much. You know what I mean?
The woman with the coffin.
The coffin. She spells out emotions that were like the thing that the people don't value her for her person. I think that was exemplified in the stage sequence. You know what I mean? Obviously, they don't value her. They're like, shut up and take your George. You know what I mean? It's kind of sure. It kind of like we saw all the darker aspects, and I just don't know how much more is added with the addition of like her spelling out her trauma.
I've never heard that. I've never heard a woman character gonna
really?
say like. I've never heard a woman give that kind of monologue while she's just zombied out, being undressed by the fucking guy. Like that to me, like in this specific movie, it's like, holy shit, dude, this seems a little more real.
I like both cuts, but I'm just saying, like I think there's a nice middle ground between both of them that isn't the other cut that they just came out with that I haven't seen.
Right. I just feel the fucking standard cut is now it's too safe. It's too not safe. I want a little more of the raw shit, and I guess like why they would cut the plantation scene with the standard like. Hey,
well, he hated it because you heard it on Heart of Darkness. He's like, man, I just didn't. He didn't feel like he got it.
In the plantation scene.
What he shot.
Oh, the ending or the plantation?
He didn't feel like he got it. He got it. Like he got what he was looking for. So he was like, fuck it. Fuck that scene.
Shit.
Wine's got to be served at this temperature. How much does that matter?
That
because it's like that wine's gonna be sitting out for a while, brother.
The French got to be wild. Wow, they're eating French foods like me.
I want the French to see it like, my God, how did they do that?
God damn it. Shit.
So, anyways, we'll continue on with the theatrical here. Willard kind of gets dragged into his lair. They kind of gingerly take him in, and Kurtz is watching over Willard a little bit as he refuses Weiss, and he's getting a little bit of water. Kurtz recites poetry about the hollow, straw-headed men having silent voices and changing form. The photojournalist goes gaga over the dialectics of Kurtz, who no maybes, no supposes, no fractions.
To the love or hate.
To either love or hate. And then decides to leave, complaining that this is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper.
Is that why
Either
it's called
you love
Apocalypse
somebody
Now?
or you hate somebody, and he gets shit thrown at him. You didn't hear why they explained it in Hearts of Darkness.
What, Apocalypse Now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Apocalypse Now, Apocalypse Now. It's called Apocalypse Now because John Milius saw a bunch of hippie beads that said Nirvana now, and he was like, it's kind of a pun, basically.
Oh shit, I didn't know Nirvana.
But yeah, he comes in. He kind of monologues to him about. You either love somebody or hate somebody. Gets shit thrown at him. You mutt. Willard finds Kurt's old colonel uniform and the medals. On the river, I thought that the minute I looked at him, I'd know what to do, but it didn't happen. I was there with him for days, not under guard. I was free. But he knew I wasn't going anywhere. He knew more about what I was going to do than I did. If the generals back in Da Nang could see what I saw, would they still want me to kill him? More than ever, probably. What would his people back home want if they've ever learned just how far he'd gone from them? He broke off from them, and then he broke off from himself. I'd never seen a man so broken up and ripped apart. Then Kurtz monologues to Willard. He tells him about the horror. How you need to make friends with the horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The horror. And he tells him to make friends with horror and moral terror. Kurtz goes to describe the story of Special Forces, where he inoculated a bunch of children, and how they all chopped off their inoculated hands and put them all in a pile. It was some wild shit. And how he wants to remember it, how he never wants to forget it, how it was so perfect and so crystalline, how those men with families could be so capable of love, and you're also capable of such like cruel shit. There's a native ceremony begins outside the compound. Natives chant and dance in the rain, and a cow is brought in, or a caribou. Looks almost like a scene out of Baraka a little bit, with the people chanting and whatnot. We got a quote from Kurtz here. I worry that my son will not understand what I've tried to be. If I were to be killed, Willard, I would want somebody to go home and tell my son everything I did, everything you saw, because there's nothing I detest more than the stench of lies. And if you understand me, Willard, you will do this for me. I think we have the frame for the narration right here, because he's obviously telling his son all these little narrations of what he's been doing the whole movie.
Good.
Over the boat, Almighty tries to get in contact with the boat. He gets no reply. Willard gets up, sneaks outside the boat, and then dives in the water. And then we get that lovely little shot where he comes up out of the water with camouflage. Ooh, that otherworldly cinematography in this movie is fantastic. They were going to make me a major for this, and I wasn't in their fucking army anymore. Everybody wanted me to do it. Him most of all. I felt like he was up there waiting for me to take the pain away. He just wanted to go out like a soldier, standing up, not like some poor, ragged ass renegade. Even the jungle wanted him dead, and that's who he really took his orders from anyway. Lance has gone full native, I think, because like he's dancing with him. He's covered in like caribou blood from the looks of it.
Yeah. He bought in,
and and Willard kills a henchman of Kurt's. He slices him up, man. All stealth status from straight out of Metal Gear. Willard finds Kurtz in the middle of making an audio tape. A young native girl also she stumbles onto the scene a little bit and watches it. The young girl watches as Willard slaughters Kurtz with a long bladed weapon as a native sacrifice a cow to the ending of This Is the End by the Doors. Kurtz faintly whispers, the horror. And that's after he has this like little line he's speaking into his tape recorder. They train young men to drop fire on people, but their commanders won't allow them to write fuck on their airplane because it's obscene. Willard has a quick rest after the ruthless murder, and the native girl bows in the doorway. Willard takes another breather before walking along and finding Kurt's manuscript. One of the pages says, "Drop the bomb, exterminate them all." Willard sits down in front of the typewriter, typewriter that typed that manuscript, and he kind of just sits there and like takes it in. Mm-hmm. Willard walks outside and stares at the native, who stares back. They start bowing down to Willard. Willard drops his weapon, and then everybody in the crowd starts dropping their weapon. And Willard spots Lance and fucking takes him by the hand silently. The boat pulls away from Kurtz's compound. Almighty calls the boat again. Willard shuts off the radio. Shot of the boat leaving is crossfaded into a close-up of camouflaged Willard. And also crossfaded into a bombed tree line from the first shot. And another crossfade of the stone visage that soon melts into Willard's face. And then we hear Kurt's last line, very softly one last time, the horror. So concludes Apocalypse Now. Ooh-wee!
Ooh-wee!
They killed a real caribou!
They killed that fool. Dead as hell! One quote that, I don't know, I think we skipped. Do you know why you can't step in the same river twice? Because it's always moving. That's when they're at the French plantation.
Hey, that's a good quote.
I think, like, again, like, some of these female characters, like, like, they're not on screen so much, so, like, it just intrigues me more when they have a presence in the fucking film. She had a pretty interesting line that's quoted.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light.
It's quoted in the fucking in the Pocahontas movie, and she says it in a sing-songy way.
Across the riverbed?
Across the riverbed, yeah. But that specific line, I didn't know it originated. I'm sure it originates other places, but
that shit nice.
That shit nice. But like the whole blending of the images, you think that is that just supposed to be like these are like the collection of memories that he's gonna have to carry on moving forward? Like,
I think so.
Fuck me, I feel like when the movie first opens, I think you have that fucker coming out of the water in camouflage, no? Like in the crossfade.
Yeah, you see it already, and like there's some foreshadowing and some like he's like, oh, that's gonna be me. I'm going native.
That's what I'm going
native.
I'm going full on.
I gotta listen to that Orson Welles reading of Heart of Darkness because that sounded good. They used it in the documentary.
Mm-hmm. The open
and
close.
Sounded good.
Not open.
No, it was all around the documentary. They kept coming back to it.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I didn't know it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was something. Heart of Darkness was specifically being adapted by Wells, and then he's like,
no, the studio was like, too much money.
oh,
Wells was down to do it, but the studio was like, it's too much.
Yeah, but like he was the first one that wanted to do this Heart of Darkness shit in general, right?
And then the studio was like, nah, son. And he's like, I guess I'll go make Citizen Kane, I guess.
And then Georgie Boy came through.
Little Georgie Boy and John Milius. Him and Georgie were having like a back and forth on that documentary. It was like John Milius is that fool has a thing for very grand Shakespearean dialogue, and it comes through because like Francis Ford Coppola had to edit that shit out. Do you remember the lines? How it's like, oh, we will fight for the earth under our land and the gold and the gold in our jungles and the women who worship the power of our loins. You know what I mean? He has multiple of those lines where it's like,
I kind of dug that shit.
He dug that shit, but it's like that was also from his Marvel ass ending where it's just they're fighting. It ends like a Marvel movie. They're fighting back an army of Viet Cong and shit. Him and Kurtz.
Oh shit!
And that ending would have been fucking lame.
No, that's why he said comic book ending.
Yeah, that's why he said comic book ending, because John Milius' shit was just ended in a big goddamn firefight with Kurtz and Willard going up against Viet Cong, and it's like, what a fucking cheesy way to end that shit.
Damn, dude.
You see what I mean? By John Milius needs to be edited. That fool lovely. I love that dude, but he's grand monologues, and like he had another thing in the French plantation sequence that was cut out, or the line was cut out, which is like, we will fight if they take our home. We will fight you in the jungle, and then we will be constantly cleaning our blood from our blade.
Bayonets.
And it's like, come on now, man, it's a little much. I kind of like the lines that are in the movie.
Oh shit! Well, I like that. Like the passion comes through about like how
he definitely loves he loves his material for sure, and he makes a point for it. But it's just like that dialogue that only sounds good coming out of a select few people.
Shit.
I don't know. George Borg is just like, oh my God. I don't know about this, John. I don't know if we want to make this movie. Yeah, they tried to make it in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking stupid idea, man.
Shit.
Do they know how much fucking just are they gonna bring a metal detector for the mines? They talk about it, and it's like you're gonna get blown the fuck up or shot to death. Think the Viet Cong are gonna care that you're not fucking GIs, that you're just making a film?
Yeah.
Or fucking destroy your shit.
Fuck you up. Can't shoot back.
Or can you? Can shoot back, or can you? George Lucas is gonna shoot back.
But the fucking what's it called? Joseph Conrad's, huh? What else did he write, dude?
I don't know. I'm sure he wrote other shit, but he's mostly known for that.
Oh shit.
It's what his most riffed on piece of work.
Damn.
Hey, little Francis Ford Coppola had to manage the Filipino army to get this film.
Had to shoot in the Philippines.
He had to manage the army. He's like, what do you mean you're taking away my helicopters? I need those helicopters.
What do you mean they gotta go fight off some rebels?
They gotta go fight the communist rebels? Boy, is this fucking ironic right here. Ooh-wee. Anyway, oh my god, here.
I like that the documentary.
Francis Ford Coppola makes an on-screen appearance as the director in the Kilgore sequence. No, it's a film. It's just for television. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't look at the cameras. Don't look at the camera. Just keep moving like it's a. Oh, shit. I love the little appearance there. The title of the film is also it's in the movie, by the way. Did you catch it?
What, Heart of Darkness?
No, Apocalypse Now.
In the movie?
It's in the movie.
Oh, on the bridge?
No, not on the bridge. It's in the Kurtz's compound. It's etched on the wall when they're entering the place.
Oh, sure.
Right. An early ending had because they used footage where they basically they blew up the Kurtz compound.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we got to get rid of the set. We're done with it. But they filmed it, and an early cut of the film had the end credits were like Kurtz compound got hit by an airstrike, so to speak, air quotes, and that was just the end credits was the shit blowing up in slow motion and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that. I have two quotes here from the Copolope, little Cope boy. get this shite over here. My film is not a movie. My film is not about Vietnam. It is Vietnam. It's what it was really like. It was crazy, and the way it was made was very much like how the Americans were in Vietnam. We were in the jungle. There were too many of us. We had access to too much money, too much equipment, and little by little we went insane. Ooh-wee, boy, ain't that the truth. We got my favorite quote here from John Milius himself in the movie. Who knows what Francis had put together? And they brought me back to put the script together, and everybody said, "Thank God, he's returned to reason. Thank God, this will be all right now. This is a new day. This film will finally be released." And they said, "Go in there and tell him he's been acting crazy and all this stuff." And I felt like von Rundstedt going to see Hitler in 1984, and I was going to be telling him that there was no gasoline on the Eastern Front, and the whole thing was going to fold. And I came out half an hour later, and he'd convinced me that the film would be the first film that would ever win a Nobel Prize. You know, I came out of the room like von Rundstedt. We can win. We don't need gasoline. Yeah. He had completely turned me around. You know, I would have done anything. That was fucking John Milius for you.
What a fucking fool.
Yeah, and you fucking. And we have one final quote here from Coppola himself. To me, the hope is now that these little 8mm video recorders and stuff will come around, and some people who wouldn't normally make movies are going to be making them. And you know, suddenly one day a little fat girl in Ohio will be the new Mozart and make a beautiful film with her little father's camcorder. And once the so-called professionalism about movies will be destroyed forever, you know, and it will really become an art form. That's my opinion. Pretty prescient.
Yeah, I like his perspective, dude. Wife records the documentary, the metaphor for journal itself.
Eleanor Coppola's a real one, dude. She's like, not only is she supportive, she's like, I'll go over there and watch you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah, you gotta die a little, you gotta go insane a little to lose yourself and come out on the other side. I think you touched on that. Called this film a pompous film.
No, well, he's like, he was going into the fear of like, I think there was a lot of self-doubt there, but he was going into like the worst, the fear of any filmmaker is that they'll make a pretentious movie.
Right.
That you'll intend it, and then after a certain while as you're making, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Let me just put it out.
Well, I like the, you know, he's not holding himself up in the highest of regards, but Primal Temptations that made you insane. We already talked about Orson Welles. Lucas was the direct, but you know that motherfucker was like, I'm gonna be the one that has to shoot it over there.
I don't know. I don't want. It's hot over there, man.
What a little fucking yet, bro.
Come on now.
Keitel was supposed to be Willard.
Oh yeah, with Keitel.
Keitel.
That would have been fucking weird.
Yeah, I think they did better off. They're better off with Sheen.
They are better off with Sheen.
Yeah, Sophia Coppola, age 4 when some of this was popping off. So
yeah, Sophia was like playing in the floodwater when their shit was flooded.
Yeah. She had like a quote when they get to that third act, the HQ, and it's like, it looks like Disneyland's Jungle Cruise. It's like fucking Sophia. That girl's memory has got to be crazy, you know, like to be on set of something like as iconic as that, but then to have the rich and lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, and to make Marie Antoinette everybody's favorite Sophia Coppola.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. But I like, you know, they replaced that full mid shooting too, dude.
Yeah, they were like, get the fuck out of here, Ivan Keitel. Here's your money though.
Here's your fucking money. Get the fuck out of here. But the U.S. makes a big show about everything. It's part of the American fantasy. I love that shit.
Don't know the cinematographer. What is his name? Victorio San something. Hold on, I got his name here.
Victorio Sorano or some bullshit.
Hey, it's not Sorano.
It's like Sorano or some bullshit. Yeah, I go.
Hold on, let me put some respect on this man's name. He filmed a beautiful film.
Yeah, but the part of the American fantasy playing Wagner while...
Vittorio Stotario.
Yeah, that fucking guy. Great shit, dude. But, you know, raining fucking fire while Wagner plays, you know, goes in with this fucking idea.
Do you know what it means to be a white man who summons fire from the sky?
I like
That's another
that
John Milius line when it's like...
I like that
It's a little
shit.
over the top, though, especially how he... I'm trying to think of it as how he's delivering it. It's a little over the top. You know what I mean?
Movies are over the top in general,
but
but
it's
you know.
like, I'm trying to picture Marlon Brando in his character. You know what I mean? It doesn't fit.
No, for sure. I think that's why Marlon Brando had such a put up such resistance in the shooting of this too. Like,
No, I think he was a little bitch, dude. I think what happened is Marlon Brando, he knows he's good, and he got to a certain part of his career where he's just like, man, I can ask for $1 million a week and I can fuck with these filmmakers. And I think that's what he did. And it's like he spent a lot of time fucking with filmmakers, dude. And it's like, I don't know.
For what purpose? Like this guy's
He's
just bored, dude. Like
he's bored.
Pick up a fucking
putting up
hobby.
butter up women's asses without telling them and shit.
That's my boy.
That's your boy Brando, right there.
Fuck it. Yeah, you talked about the new pilots every day. Robert Duvall fucking great in this. The Playmates, the Sirens. He said his ending was weak. He didn't really believe in his fucking ending when he was doing it.
Well, we don't know how much he filmed is the only thing. We don't know where he is in that specific process. But yeah, he didn't. He was struggling with the ending. He didn't like John's ending.
Yeah. He liked the idea of them being ghosts with no country, like the Frenchmen. Like they got nowhere to go and they're just kind of lingering around.
Yeah, I didn't get the ghost vibe from off of that. I got a ghost in the sense that they're old and they're, you know what I mean. But I feel like he tried to make them look like ghosts, and it didn't jive.
Huh? Make them look like ghosts.
Because he specifically said, through lighting and shit, through lighting and makeup, he wanted them to look like ghosts, and I don't think he achieved that really.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I didn't get that either. But I just like the idea of them being homeless.
They're
in that
definitely
sense,
they're definitely what's it called, displaced.
Yeah, displaced. Yeah, for sure. With the fucking character, Lance's character, he talked about using speed.
That guy was like, I didn't know.
Marijuana, alcohol.
He was like, he had a vibe about him in the interviews.
Yeah, he sure fucking did.
I don't know if he was ashamed or if he was still partaking in all the drugs. But he was very forthcoming.
Yeah, for sure. He's very honest. You like that shit. He said he dropped LSD, but not that specific scene.
I don't know about taking speed during that bridge scene.
Jesus.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no. The 14-year-old, the reason for having the 14-year-old is because, the kids that are just going to war. It's just, that's literally what it is.
I could have sworn, I don't know if it's confirmed, but Lawrence Fishburne might have lied about his age to get in the film.
Oh, shit.
Which is funny, because I think I think his character was, maybe it didn't make it to the script, but it was implied that his character lied to get into Vietnam.
Oh, shit.
Which kind of, maybe it was like a poverty situation where his parents were like, you'll get 3 hots and a cot over there at least. We might lose you to some bullshit.
God
But
damn.
it's, I don't know.
God damn.
I feel like there's situations where low-income families might have just done that. And just just go over there. You'll take some of the burden off us.
Shit, dude. You know how it goes. The intro where he's in the fucking room. I guess Coppola had a dream. He was talking to Green Beret. He was like, "Hey, these fools are vain.
Go admire your pretty mouth there and your pretty hair.
Pretty mouth and pretty hair, dude. Like, what the fuck? My boy is on that. Fuck it,
Hey, dude, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? He had a fucking heart attack on set, dude.
He had a heart attack, and there were he didn't on set. He was off set, but he had to crawl the fucking boat to the bus.
That's insane. He's late 30s, dude. He wasn't even that. Jeez, man.
He was smoking 3 packs a day by his own admission.
You're true. Coppola working shirtless, just kind of I like that.
Got the dad bod. Hey, it's fucking hot over there. If it's hot and humid, I would have been full dad bod. What's Gooch Looch? You want to make a movie?
Fucking the ritual killings inspired him. So his
wife saw it and was like, "We gotta see that shit, homie."
And he's like, "Holy shit!" And he doesn't look interested when he's taking those pictures with the priest.
I think his mind was other places though.
That's true. That's true.
He was writing the fucking script. I think when she pulled him away.
Oh, you're right. He could be just straight up. And straight up in that fucking thing, but
he put his fucking life on the line for this film, literally.
Yeah, he did. He sold some of his shit. I like that. The guy's like, you thought about quitting? He's like, the motherfucker did the little opposite. He doubled down on himself, dude. What are you fucking talking about quitting? But
put his villa on the line.
Fuck yeah. I like his omission. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. At the end, he's just you don't know.
I'm gonna get an F.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an F. He's just having a hard time, and I like that shit. He's again another dude just being honest and shit. But yeah, and you were talking about professionalism will be born, and basically an art form will be born, and I thought that's a beautiful fucking way to end that impressive documentary, dude. About
one of the best filmmaking behind the scenes documentaries.
No, for sure, hands down. That shit is good. It almost makes you wish it was a little more than 90. I almost wish it was just.
It makes me wish they had a little extra money to do something similar in Saucer.
Oh shit!
Fucking make it up, dude.
Yeah, this should be crazy. But ambitious as fuck, dude. Yeah. Ambitious and man, a touchy subject that this fool was just bold enough to explore. You got to commend him, and almost trying to shoot on that fucking location. I mean, he went to the Philippines, but fuck, ain't no green screen, ain't no fucking
He went there and I shot the movie film in the movie film.
Yeah.
I was in the movie film.
That's why
I am in the movie film. But
Hey,
yeah.
but Apocalypse Now, what a fucking classic, man.
Are we about ready to wrap up on the Apocalypse?
Yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit from the doco that we watched and shit. It's like I said, there's a lot, like, dude, like, there's so much shit that we could have noted. We could have made this thing like a fucking 5-6 hour kind of fucking
Yeah,
event,
but I hold back on the quotes. I hold back.
I know that, and that's my thing too. I was like, fuck, I want to write down a lot of these quotes, but it's like your boy gonna take up like
It's too much.
everybody got some dope shit. Everybody got some great fucking lines, dude.
Yeah, it's fitting to be the longest podcast we've ever produced. So
Yeah.
it is. Continue. We played something not as good. It was Metroid Fusion. I'm fucking. No, we played a little game by Nintendo R&D 1, 2002 Game Boy Advance game by the name of Metroid Fusion. Good God, you drunk? I played it on the Wii U console. The Wii U is a fucking weird console. I gotta say,
Yeah, in between Wii and Switch, huh?
it's just fucking weird. Like, am I playing on the screen? Am I playing on the TV? Am I playing on the screen? The TV?
Yeah, it's confusing as fuck. And the gamepad's the controller.
And why does Nintendo suck sometimes with, like, why can't I play Metroid on Switch?
I don't
Why
know.
do they want to, like, why can't they? Why don't you purchase Metroid Fusion on Switch? Why can't, or on the Wii U?
Yeah.
Why does Nintendo fuck with compatibility shit?
Yeah, this is the biggest problem. Why don't
Metroid is like one of the worst series because there's no way to play them without like the online the NES online shit or
Yeah.
like finding a console that it was available on. It's just like there's a classic series and they're like, we don't want you to play those games.
Yeah, and it even follows in the eShop. If you go in there, you see like there's a Mario section, a Kirby section. Like everybody has their section, and Metroid's left off. And it's like, all right, dude, like
Metroid got left off bad and bougie.
he got left off bad and bougie straight up. But it's definitely tough. I wish there was more titles on the Switch. I wish there was Prime. I wish there was Metroid Fusion. I wish even the fucking Game Boy version of Metroid 2 was on fucking Switch. They're holding their fans back, and enjoying some of these titles. You have to go to the way back machine on one of these consoles to just even enjoy it.
Yes. It's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Nintendo suck. They should be better.
They should.
They're like the worst, specifically with the compatibility stuff.
The absolute fucking worst. Absolute. No fucking doubt about it.
But anyways, on the subject of something a little better than Nintendo's bullshit, Metroid Fusion. It's a lovely little game. It's got music by fantastic music by Banako Hamano and Akira Fujiwara.
Oh shit.
Yes, and it's killing. It's like a jaunty sci-fi shit with like a little military vibe to it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like Commando a little bit there. Graphics are vibrant, colorful, more so on the TV screen than the Wii U screen.
Yeah.
That shit's a little weird. I wonder if like is the Wii U screen supposed to emulate what the Game Boy Advance looked like?
I would assume so. Like, yeah.
So the Game Boy Advance was so desaturated? That sucks.
A little bit, yeah.
Damn. That should the fucking Japanese ass death animation was just Samus strips. She like
Oh,
fucking
you're right.
convulses and
She
strips.
does fucking strip.
It's fucking weird, man.
I never even thought about
It's like,
that
didn't
shit.
she take off her helmet as like the fucking climax of one of the games, and like she's stripping when she dies now?
Damn, bro.
That shit's weird.
That's true.
Devious placement of collectibles and shit. Or not collectibles, I guess they're like equipment collectibles.
Yeah. Hard to get. Gotta bomb this, gotta shoot this, jump and do that.
The fourth series overall in the 2D Metro games. It's the fourth game in the series overall, as well as the fourth in the 2D series, following Metroid, Return of Samus, and Super Metroid. Oh, got a very quick, a much quicker plot synopsis than the last game. I actually had more story than I was expecting.
Right.
Because you think of it as a Game Boy Advance game, and it's like, but way less here to dive into than Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
But it's fucking this game, motherfucker. I don't want to sound salty when I bring this up, but Motherfucker refused Dead Space 2 for a game where the fucking plot is basically Dead Space 1. You motherfucker.
Huh? This one?
The plot of Metroid Fusion is fucking Dead Space 1.
I didn't.
There are fucking X-parasites everywhere. It's basically necromorphs. You motherfucker. Anyways, we got plot synopsis. We got Sam Saran. She's a little bounty hunter girl in her bounty hunter world. She's exploring the surface of planet SR-388 with a survey crew from the biologic space laboratories. She's attacked by a parasitic organism known as the X on the way back to the BSL station. Samus loses consciousness and her ship crashes. The BSL ship was escorting. The BSL ship she was escorting recovers her body and transfers it to the Galactic Federation for medical treatment. And they discover that the X has infected Samus' central nervous system. They cure her with a vaccine made from cells taken from an infant Metroid. Hey, what's the significance of Metroids? I don't feel like this game explained it to me. And what are those fuckers?
So I guess in the second one, there's a Metroid that she finds at the end, and it's a larva. It's at a larva state, and she kind of protects it. And then in Super Metroid, that same little Metroid she finds at the station, and then she
She's not fighting Metroids?
She's not. It's like Metroid kind of like helped give her power to like
I thought she was fighting them. I thought the final boss of the first game in the series was you fight a Metroid.
You do fight some Metroids, but at the same time, like they become intertwined.
So they're like they're like a good aspect of the universe.
In that sense, yeah. This stage of the game becomes
because like we'll get to the plot here that will reveal some shit, but it's like there's that I don't know like. They discover a laboratory, and it's like it's implied that they're bad shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's still an enemy, but that specific larva was just like whatever the fuck to the Metroid, and it took on this not parental role, but followed it around. It played a fucking role in Super Metroid, and now it's like I don't know. It's a part of this fucking canon, this whole universe now. And you meet Metroids in Fusion. How early on? No. They just tell you about it.
They tell you about them, but I'm like, what are these things that they keep bringing up? They cure with a vaccine made from infant Metroids, and the vaccine gives her the ability to absorb X nuclei for nourishment, but burns her with the vulnerability to the cold. Samus's infected parachute is sent to the BSL station for examination, although parts of the suit were too integrated with her body to remove during surgery.
Right.
When Samus recovers from her consciousness, she discovers that the explosion has occurred on the BSL station. She's sent to investigate. Her mission is overseen by her new gunship computer, whom Samus nicknames Adam, after former commanding officer Adam Malkovich. What game does he appear in?
I think he's just talked about in 2. I think he's a computer, and then obviously infamously in the other M, turn him into a piece of shit.
Okay. Samus learns that the X parasites can replicate their host physically in appearance, and the X have infected the station and will. With the help of Sam X, an X-parasite mimicking Samus at full power.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, that bitch sucks. Anyways, we're gonna go into some gameplay shit. It doesn't cover like the enemies you run into gradually. It's more just like a boss run through. Yeah. We're gonna go through them right quick. First boss, you find a little Ninja Turtle villain with get the morph ball ability.
Yeah.
You fight an evil orb, get the charge beam ability.
Yeah.
You fight an evil birthday hat succubus. I know there's names for these, but it's funnier to describe them.
No, I get it.
And you gain the high ball and jump ball abilities. You fight Ceres on a giant electric eel after the game bigs them up some. And you gain the speed booster power. I never learned how to go Superman with that thing. How do you go Superman with it? Oh, in midair and shit.
Yeah, I like some of that shit, dude. Like I've seen people like play through and like you kind of do this jump. I didn't learn how to do that, dude. So even when I recently played
people don't know how to go full Superman.
Dude, like that's why I'm just like fuck. Like the game doesn't tell you how to do the abilities. Like, hey, learn it, you son of a bitch. You better find out.
We fight a giant security mech that escapes because it's pussy, and you get jack shit.
Yeah, jack shit, you son of yerba.
You fight a evil orb.
Yeah.
And you gain the Varia suit. You cut down a bald scientist in his prime of his ex-life as he sabotages the main boiler.
Oh shit!
That's a hell of a boss battle.
Shit.
It's probably the worst in the game.
What does he look like?
He's just a bald dude. He's just a bald dude sitting at the thing. He looks like he's an ex-parasite, but he's just a human sitting at the thing. You shoot him a couple times and he dies. You fight a giant spooter.
Fucking spooter.
Fuck that spooter. Did you learn about the corner trick?
No. What do you do?
You just
fall
stick
up?
He can't pick you up if you're in the corners.
Ooh, nice.
You might have to duck, but he can't pick you up if you're on one of the edges.
Oh shit.
So you can probably get him down to his ball form, where he's throwing shit at you.
Hit him in the mouth one time.
You fight. You dodge Sam X. Fuck that scene, man. That scene was. We'll get into some shit. I'll be coming back to that scene in particular. Fight a giant plant monster. Those big goddamn fatherfucking Venus flytraps that suck you in, dude.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that shit. Explosion in Sector 5. An ARC data room leads to the fight with a nightmare, a flying trash monster energy.
Fuck nightmare, dude. Whose
shadow we've seen in the video, or seen in the window. They've been pointing to the WrestleMania sign to the nightmare for a long time.
Yeah.
And you gain the gravity suit, freely moving water. You love the nightmare. He's your favorite boss.
He's your favorite boss. He was just a tougher son of a bitch.
A little tough boy. Samus gets the missile diffusion and the security level 4 without the computer's consent or word from HQ. You gotta fight an ex-infected security mech that ran away earlier. The wave beam wall penetration ability is unlocked. Sam X gets owned by Metroids and jettisoned. Or one of them gets owned by Metroids and jettisoned. You fight Ridley from Smash. And gain the somersault ability attack. Your last mission, Samus, is to go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept 388's. Any objection, lady? You finally fight.
That's where you know it's Adam.
Sam X, who morphs into a hell beast. You set the orbit and have 3 minutes to boogie, and then you fight an ex-infected Ridley. Is it an ex-infected Ridley?
Yeah, some bullshit like that.
They call it the Omega Metroid, and I'm like, he doesn't look like a Metroid.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a dragon, some bullshit.
You absorb Max X's powers after it tries to save you? That kind of confused me a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Why
callback.
would it fight its own, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Why would X fight X?
It's the same thing with Super Metroid, where the Metroid thing attack you, and then like, hey, here's your powers. Like, what the fuck?
And you hop onto your ship, and we can break down a little bit more about the granulars, but that was just like the gameplay. I passed it up. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh god! The podcast is canceled. No, she discovers a restricted lab containing Metroids that Sam X sets off the lab's auto-destruct sequence. Samus escapes, but the lab is destroyed. That fool's like, oh, Metroid! Oh, shit! Oh! Computer berates Samus for ignoring orders and admits that the Federation was secretly losing the lab to breed Metroids. It is also revealed that Sam X has asexually reproduced, subsequently cloning itself. The computer advises Samus to leave the station. Hey, what the fuck? This confused me about Metroids, because it's like, they sound like they're talking about it like they're the T-virus here a little bit.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, like, with the Metroids turn into this, like, parasite form, like, that's what, I don't know, well, hard to do this in a parasite, but, like, it's, I don't know, it takes a fucking step in a different fucking direction. That's, you know, that's where, like, the bodies become reanimated like zombies and shit. And, like, if you don't absorb that fucking material...
Shit, it's Dead Space.
Yeah. It reanimates the other species, or it makes the other species fucking stronger, dude.
On our way to the ship, the computer orders Samus to leave the rest of the investigation to the Federation, which plans to capture Sam X for military purposes. Knowing that X would only infect the Federation troops and absorb their spacefaring knowledge to conquer the universe, Samus states her intention to destroy the station. Although the computer initially intends to stop Samus, she calls it Adam and reveals that Adam died saving her life. The computer suggests that it should alter the station's propulsion to intercept with SR-388 and destroy the planet along with the X populations. Samus realizes that the computer is the consciousness of Adam, uploaded after death. One of the greatest military minds, uploaded, live on forever. En route to the initiate propulsion sequence, Samus confronts Sam X, which turns into that hell beast, and it sets the station on the collision course with SR-388. As Samus prepares to leave, she is attacked by the Omega Metroid. They call it the Omega Metroid, which confused me. Samus appears and attacks it, but is destroyed. Samus absorbs its nucleus and uses her newly restored ice beam to destroy the Omega Metroid. The ship arrives, piloted by creatures Samus rescued from the station's habitation deck, and they escape before the station crashes into the planet, destroying it. See you next mission, you little yerba.
Yes, son of yerba.
Pretty good game. I do got my one issue with it is the goddamned controls. Holy fuck! What is it with? Because it's like there's a reason why the controls are annoying. It's not that they're shitty all the time. It's that they're shitty a third of the time. They give you the impression that they're good, and then you fucking go to wall jump, and it's like, why can't I fucking jump to this other wall? Why has it got to be so fucking complicated? Why can't Samus turn? I'm fucking pressing the analog stick for her to turn right, but she's facing left. Sam X is fucking coming right at me. I gotta restart the whole shit again. I don't have the fucking rewind functions you had for Super Metroid. It's a whole fucking mess, dude. No, but oh man, I just was like the first time. It's the maddest I've been at a game in so long because it's so good, but it's so fucked at the same time. It's a game that wasn't designed for analog sticks, but we live in an era where 2D games have been perfected on analog sticks, and it's just, god damn it.
That'd be the bitch, dude. Like trying to jump around and do the double jump or space jumps.
Diagonal shooting sucks on the analog stick.
Yeah, you have to press like the left shoulder. My word.
Yeah, man. Fucking flying enemies are the worst when you can't shoot diagonally.
Yeah, that shit's a bitch. You have to press the left or you have to aim up and down.
That shit got docked a full number just for those controls for me.
Yeah, but I mean, 2002.
It been a solid fucking 9, but it's an 8 now.
2000.
It's an 8.
2002 game with Prime and Fusion coming out. I think it's pretty impressive for them to be like an 8-year drought from 94 and then to be like, we're gonna do a handheld fucking game and we're gonna do a console game to launch the GameCube, but help the GameCube along with some of these sales. So, you know, we talked about some of these sections. The first section is just the simulated planet, the SR-388, the Metroid planets.
Yeah, what is that? Is the planet from one of the games?
I guess I think it's the planet from. It has to be from Metroid 2 because Metroid 1 we're on Planet Zebes. We're not on SR fucking 388 and all that bullshit. So it's got to be specifically for that, the Return of Samus fucking game. And like again, I can't touch that shit because like I can't
touch this.
I can't play it. Like you have to play like the remake Samus Returns or some shit from DS. It's like what the fuck. But you get the tropical section, you get the high temperature section with some aquatic shit. Then you get a low temperature section. Then you get a darker section. So all this, it's a BSL research station. It's not a planet, but they still make a way. They still find a way to make it.
Huh? It's the Ishimura.
They still find this way to like, you know, to have I don't know, this expansive kind of world in this fucking ship. And I appreciate that kind of ability to build. It's also a little bit more linear, you know, like. You go to a fucking navigation room, then you go to a fucking recharge room and a save room. You know, like everything's laid out for you every time you step on. With the other shit, it's not really like that. You have to like Super Metroid, you have to find the save room and you have to find the recharge. Then all just like in front of you. And I think it's interesting too. Every time you link up the navigation, you get a bit of that story. As opposed to Super Metroid, there is no navigation room. There is no.
I thought you were gonna say there's no story.
Yeah, no, there's a story, but there's no one like kind of telling you, hey, go here or here, like, hey, go to this data room or go to this fucking find this target. You know, it's fucking different. Yeah, the computer being Adam, you know, mission based structure in this game. Adam has like this respect and compassion, and at least that's how Samus talks about him. You know, he's talking about this dude that's more of a gentle soul, but at the same time still armed up in this sense, and. You know,
he's a peaceful man, but he got Glocks.
He got damn Glocks now. But shit, those creatures that save you at the end of it. That's a callback to Super Metroid, where
she saves creatures.
Yeah, like she saves those creatures. You know, and you see them throughout the game. And there's only 2 times in Super Metroid they teach you a fucking move. And it's with those 2 creatures. That first creature that looks like a little fucking...
You body those creatures with your new move?
You smack them and you let them know. But you bounce from like wall to wall and you go up. And then the other fucking bird shows you run, you press down, and then you have this like super jump. Fuck, dude. Like, I like the callback to Super Metroid. Now playing it, because I never played it, so seeing that in a different light, playing it like, who the fuck are these creatures and why should they matter? You know, like I was like, what's Gucci with these fools?
Little cados.
El Little Gato Boys. But hey, dude, like the fucking, in terms of the controls, like we were talking about, yeah, they're fucked up. Like in Super Metroid, there's a run button. You know, it's I think it's B. So you just run, and with Metroid Fusion, there's no run button. You just go from left to right, and then the shoulder buttons, they give you like you aim high with this one and you aim low with the other one. Like each one has a designated shit.
So what you're saying is the Metroid series has a long lineage of having shit controls.
Yeah, it sucks. And like to switch, like, you know, like how you have like your missiles, super missiles, and power bombs. With Super Metroid, like I literally have to hit select to change it and then fucking do this shit, and it makes no sense. I'd rather just, you know, I'd rather have it a little bit more easier time selecting my fucking inventory than having to fucking press select, because it's, you're trying to move, then you're pressing select. It's fucked, dude. But there's for sure, like for sure, controls were like, I'd be mad too. You jump with the Super Samus SAX, dude, and like I'm just like, ah, dang, dude, like I'm literally just trying to jump over here to over here to over here, and then recharge my cannon at the same time. So then once I have a clear shot, shoot the fucker, jump over him again, shoot the fucker, rinse and repeat. For sure, I understand like the frustration. That's why like looking at Super Metroid pissed me off too. I think the shit's upside down. I don't know if it's upside down, but it's like, you know,
Inverted?
It might be inverted. I don't know. I think you can take it off, but it's the same thing. It's just these controls. Like I have to fuck with them just to get them to a place that you fucking like them. You know. And again, like I never played a Metroid game until Metroid Fusion. It was released in November, so it lined up perfectly with my special big boy day. You know. So it's
my
like,
special little day.
So like I play that shit, and it's like that shit like blew me away. The color, the fucking suit, like I fucking love
Fusion?
The blue and the yellow suit. I fucking love that shit. And the red.
That's not the old suit though.
Yeah, no, it's not the old suit, but that's how I fell in love with the Metroid fucking series. That specific game, that tone, that music, those abilities, like shit.
Shit on shit.
But you can hold on to platforms on Fusion, dude. You couldn't do that in Super Metroid. You know, like
that's an upgrade.
Yes,
it's a shame you can't jump to the other wall.
Yeah, it's one fucking upgrade. And then same thing with the fucking the items, dude. Like you have a energy pack or you have a missiles, and like you can see the room, and there's an O, right? So you know that you need to obtain it. If it's a closed little dot, then hey, fucking, you know, pick up, obtain. You don't have to worry about researching that room or going into it. But for sure, there's been some changes from Super Metroid to this, and I think you know, both play pretty fucking well. And I think, you know, obviously I think I'll prefer the Metroid Fusion because it's more of a straight line, and it's a harder fucking group of villains to go up against, or bosses, and at the same time the suit, the color, the feel, you know, I think Super Metroid has the better fucking music. I think Super Metroid has the better sense of exploration taking place in the planet. But for Metroid Fusion to be like, we're going to take place in this fucking ship, and we're still going to make it feel large and expansive. You still go back and forth a little bit, not too much, more linear. Here's a map. You know, a lot of fucking additions to the game to make it more, I guess, appealing to just regular casual fucking folks that never picked this shit up. But shit, you know, I'd like to hear what else was Gucci with that shit, you know?
Man, fuck that game. That was a pretty good game. I pretty much wrapped up all my notes on it.
For sure. You know, like the spooky time game that we continued with this bullshit, but like I you know, again, it's one of them games.
This trying to justify his choice.
No, I personally, when we did this, I had this game already locked in at this date. So like you having Dead Space
I'm gonna fucking frisbee that shit at your base.
Damn. Yeah, but it's for sure like there's a reason why people keep going back to this game, and they haven't even fucking made a Metroid like that in a while. A 2D platform.
Once they get analog support, I'll probably come back.
Yeah, I don't know what's Gooch with Dread, but we'll see how Dread plays out. I'm excited to see, you know, see how that game.
Once they get the fucking analog sorted.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, the Switch controls.
Let me know how it is. I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale. Never, because it's Nintendo.
The one game this fool don't buy and shit.
Hey, wait. I'm not a little Metroid boy yet.
Yeah,
no issues with this game.
I ain't trying to sell you on the good word of Metroid.
This fool trying to turn me over to the good word of Metroid. Listen, son, do you have Metroid in your heart?
The holy fucking trinity, dude. But hey, you said an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 10. So I tried to put man, that controls were pissing me. I had a half a mind to put it at a 7 just to fucking piss you off.
They're not gonna really piss me off. It's like it's literally.
Like, I would feel. I know a 6 would have been like a 6.
Like,
this game better than 6. I mean.
Like I like we've stayed away from giving games like a rating system, and like that's
you
what,
have.
Huh? Yeah, I have, because like it's arbitrary, dude. It's
Motherfucker, you asking me every time. Though.
I know, but I like to hear your opinion. With my number grade, it's like, who the fuck, the fuck matters if it's
10 out of 10 for you.
9 or Fusion.
No, you like 10 out of 10 IGN.
10 out. No, I think Fusion is probably a 9. That's just one of those games. I'm like, it's fucking great. It's not a masterpiece, but it's fucking great, dude. Like, it stuck with me all these fucking years. But
it's no Prime.
Yeah, it's no Prime. People love Prime. People love Super Metroid. People prefer Super Metroid to this. So it's like, hey, people like what they like. I ain't gonna be mad at it. That's
I'm
what
gonna be mad.
I want to hear what makes games for people, and that's what intrigues me about this fucking thing. Like, what makes a 10 out of 10 for you? What makes
gains?
What makes
you
games?
gotta lift weights.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what moves you, dude. Like, like true masterpieces. Like they're not a dime a dozen, dude. They're not like when you pick up. Hey, there was like 10 out of 10s. There were so many this year. Like, it's not like that, dude. Like, true fucking masterpieces and true pieces of art that move you and live with you and fucking stay there. It's not no flavor of the fucking week,
Yerbas.
Yerbas.
Yerbas?
Yerbas.
They yerba now. They yerba now? They yerba now. So does that conclude our Fusion discussion?
Play fucking Fusion if you want to get into Dread. Play that shit now. Don't wait. Not as long as Super Metroid. A lot more linear. Easier to get into. Tough as shit, but you can fucking do it. That's what I think about Metroid. Any final thoughts on Metroid?
Man, fuck those controls.
Your boy Jimmy, 6 out of 10. Fuck them controllers. The Jim
Put
Jam
words in my mouth. 7.5. The score's gonna go lower every time you ask me, motherfucker.
Hey, dude, I don't give a shit.
7.25.
I'm not paid by Nintendo.
7.
I'm not paid, dude.
Jimmy gave Metroid Fusion a 7. He's not a real gamer, bro. Anyway. Picks! We got fucking new picks coming in here.
Your boy Picks.
It's your boy DJ Picks.
Should I go first with the movie TV
I
bullshit?
guess you'll go with your... What do you mean movie TV, motherfucker?
I mean Haunting a Hill House Season 1, you fucking yerba, on Netflix.
I'm not watching that. Shut!
You're gonna watch that shit. You're gonna like it. You little
What the fuck are you... We made no fucking rule about TV.
I didn't make that rule. But if that's 7.5 hours, you can do a 9.5 hour show. Haunting a Hill House Season 1, dude.
I don't know about that. Haunting a Hill House?
The Haunting of Hill House Season 1, dude.
Season? How many episodes is this shite?
10.
10?
10 or 9.
42 minutes?
About there.
This is unheard of right here.
You got it.
Okay, I asked you to watch one movie with 2 cuts.
One movie with 2 cuts and a documentary, that's like 7.5 hours, dude.
But it's good shit there. You probably would have found that documentary out yourself.
Haunting a Hill House is ass.
I saved you the trouble.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, hey, bro, like...
I'm saying it's a movie pick specifically. I picked a movie with built-in trivia attached to it.
I don't know, man.
Haunting a Hill House. The same thing you're saying right now, but I don't know as how I feel about giving seasons away, man.
See, like, that's the thing, though. I'm not gonna give you so many TV series to fucking check out. There's only so many TV series that I know, like, hey, this shit's kind of interesting. This kind of lines up with the spooky times. This fool hasn't fucking watched it. I think there's some great work that's done on it, and I'm interested to hear what you fucking think of the visual work that's done on this season.
But it's very modest. It's a lot, and
it's
I
a
know
lot.
You compare
I literally
you compare it to this. Yes. What do you mean?
I just heard you rattle off all the shit that you watched for the week. Like, that's a lot of shit we watched.
It's a lot of shit. And my list is gonna be super short next week because I gotta watch a 10-hour series.
What's
twice
wrong with that?
Some shit.
My shit was short too this week. I know what I mean, like,
it's 6 hours. Air quotes with those controls. More like 10 hours, honestly.
Hey, that's different though, with the difficulty of the fucking game. You gotta, like, you know how it goes.
Hey man, I'm gonna learn one time, but it's like we did not set any ground rules for television series.
It's like it can be done, is all I'm saying. You watch
it can
this.
Be done. All I'm
that,
saying
like,
is this is unconventional. That's all I'm saying.
Look, dude, it's one fucking recommendation. You can respect it or you cannot. Like, literally, I don't recommend a TV show. I haven't even fucking sat you down to watch Marvel Zombies.
But we've
dude.
had
I'm like,
multiple
hey,
pre-production conversations,
and
not a once has it come up with TV series. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a surprise. It's a surprise that I wasn't expecting.
I feel like we can do it. That's what I feel. If we're playing 12-hour games and fucking 10-hour, 7.5-hour fucking cuts of this shit, like, yo, we can do this, man.
Yeah, I just think I'm for the next TV series I'm gonna object to, but for this one I'll accept.
I'm literally fucking telling you, there's no other TV series I'm gonna recommend.
I'm just saying for now. Hey, you sprung it on me, boy. You springed and sprung it.
We're a fucking movie and video game podcast, everybody. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, though. It's a TV series.
It's in the fucking medium, movie and TV. We literally talked about Project Greenlight, dude. Like we wouldn't make that a recommendation if we didn't see it. I would.
Would you?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you don't need to raise your voice, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna talk the way I talk. I can't tell me what the fuck to do. Fuck you.
I'm gonna recommend to you 3 games.
Fucking do it. I'll beat them shits. I ain't worried about it. This is what the podcast is, dude. Video games and fucking movies and TV. That's what we do.
I'm gonna recommend you 3 animes in 1 game.
Hey, do it.
All 400 episodes.
Do it. I fucking start them, dude. And I'll have something next podcast to talk about.
Can I get my game pick out? Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're the one that's objecting.
This we'll talk about.
We literally could have been like, yeah.
This we'll talk about his pick for 5 minutes.
We literally could have been, yeah, like, we're doing this. All right, what's the game pick over here?
Well, we're giving people a peer behind the curtains on our decision-making process and how shite it is.
Jesus Christ.
We missed a couple pre-pro meetings. Do I have the floor?
Motherfucker, you had the floor, dude. Hey, this fool right here.
Hey, my word.
My word indeed.
Oh my God, the set's breaking down. Okay, I got a pick here. It's gonna be 5 seasons of this wonderful show. I'll give you a hint as to what the mystery juego is.
I don't even know where to start, dude. I think I'll start from right here.
Don't read the thing on the back from a rapper. I gotta read that. You got a K-Dot sent you a message.
Do not pick Mystery Juego. Fuck is this dumb shit. Pick the other side, please. J.J. Abrams approved. Chris Benny Simulator 2009.
Let me recite the poetry a young K-Dot has sent us right quick here.
Oh God, it's not worth opening.
It's not worth opening. Okay, we got 8. Motherfucker refused Dead Space 2, top of the morning, to the game where the dead take you. To the Goni 2012, hence a fatherhood as well. José, bitch ass, I thought you knew. K-Dot sent that shit.
If you guys don't know, our boy K-Dot,
He knows us, fool.
he took time from his day, from his new album, to give us this message. A good Metroid game. Just kidding, those don't exist. My boy recommended The Walking Dead on Xbox One.
Season 1, specifically. The whole season.
The whole season.
We don't do TV shows.
The complete first season plus 400 days.
I don't know. Actually, the 400 days I would say is optional. Only if you like this game and you want to play and you're thinking about playing season 2. That's it's a conditional thing because it ties into season 2 a little bit. So I'll say 400 days is optional if you want to play season 2 by the end of this game.
Oh shit.
But if you're like, I wasn't feeling this game, then season 2 is you don't have, or 400 days you don't have to play.
Oh shit. It's 400 days.
It's like 2 hours long. It's 2 hours longer. It's like it's an extension of it, and it leads into season 2 a little bit. So I would only advise playing it if you enjoy the shit.
Shit, truly a game of the year?
Look at the back of it.
That's what it said right here. That's what
You didn't hear about this in 2012? This fool was playing Halo in 2012.
What was it? Halo fucking Halo 4 or some bullshit? Yeah, no, this is crazy. I didn't know Walking Dead fucking received that kind of accolades, I guess. That kind of crazy.
Telltale boys. Would you ever play a Telltale game before? You're gonna.
I don't know who else did Telltale.
So there are picks. 2 seasons. 2 seasons.
2 seasons in a
The
movie.
Hunting? of Hill House and a movie. What the fuck are you talking about, motherfucker?
It's bullshit.
The
That's a
Haunting
joke.
of Hill House season 1 and The Walking Dead season 1.
Complete season 1. Does that mean they have season 2 on this?
No, it's not on the disc. There's 4 seasons in it, and yeah, this is season 1.
Well, this was Swimming with Game Sharks.
Episode 4. Wonderful, wonderful. And you've been our faithful viewers. You guys have a swell fortnight. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
God bless.